promise to help each other, celebrate the joys of life, and to console each other.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show. Later, you know what it is. Hey, ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. Let's turn out we do. Hey. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. 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 Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a wheel. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Cut you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another installment of BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. I'm your host, Lok7, and joining me as usual are these fine people to my left. We're going to start with the highlight, the main person that Raichi comes here and guesses, right? As Raichi comes here and guesses who who rocked up. The main person everyone even shows up for is Outer Worlds 2.
What?
What?
Oh.
Oh, I forgot
She's
to switch it.
Nice.
There.
Cozy.
Well, best person.
Are you feeling rosy?
Absolutely.
How are you? Why? Tell us what you've been playing. Tell us why you're feeling rosy.
I've been
Yeah,
playing,
Rachel, you got that wrong.
I've been playing Flame in the Flood and Outer Worlds 2, and I've just had, you know, when you're productive,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, dang, I have something to show for my time.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay. Hopefully everyone else enjoys it. I know it's going to be weird as hell, but I'm also looking forward to it. Matt, what you been up to and what you been playing?
I mean, a lot of Forza.
Forza?
A lot of Forza. You said so. This is so funny because you do this thing where you keep correcting me on that, and I want you to know that, like, in my personal life, I say Forza about 50% of the time, but because I'm talking to you and you keep correcting me, I just call it Forza, and that's just the way it
Right.
is.
We're committed to
To
calling
prove a
it
point.
Forza now.
Exactly. In fact, I'm sure you've heard me outside of the show call it Forza.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. But you just keep correcting me on the show, and you think it's
Because I'm
gonna
helping
change.
you. I'm
It's
trying to
not.
help you.
I don't need help. I know how it's pronounced. I like that you keep correcting me, and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't.
All right.
So I've been
Alright.
playing
This is your tactic for me
A
not
lot of-
to keep reminding you.
I mean, you can. I'm fun. But I'm playing Forza and
Uh-huh.
007.
This guy. And 007. Okay.
Yes.
Quick thoughts on 007?
It's very, very, very good.
All right. Ham, how you doing? What you been playing?
Look.
Yo.
Yeah, I've been playing video games.
Love
Which
it.
ones?
Yo games.
Well, I was playing a good amount of Forza and a little bit of Crimson Desert on the side just because Forza just came out.
Mm-hmm. It's fresh.
Right. Still loving Crimson Desert. I'm super far in that game. I need to finish it. But
He's going for
for
the
the
100.
hell of it, I see that I'm still game sharing with Matt, and I just so happened to see that he bought 007.
Yeah.
So I played about 2 hours of that, and I called Loke
That was
to
fun.
tell him that I bought him the game
Yeah.
Aw.
because it was
Nice.
more his game than it was my kind of game. I think the game is fucking amazing. Let me get that out there. And I'm sure we're going to talk about it. It's on the screen.
Yeah.
But that's like Loke's game to a fucking T. So I bought it for him. Then I proceeded to buy it for myself
Nice.
because I was like, I got to try this on my PC. I can't be locked on. I mean, the Xbox was running it great, to be real. I mean, it looked phenomenal on my Series X. Or, as phenomenal as it can. But, your boy got a 5090 now. So it's just like, all right, well, if this game looks good on here, it's going to be dumb on my PC. So I bought it, and it looked exactly like I thought it would look. I was like, Jesus Christ. This is like on the Series X, I played it for, like I said, like about a little over 2 hours. According to the Xbox thing, it said 2.8 hours. And when I was playing it on the Series X, you know the part where you kind of get home for the first time and you're kind of unpacking and whatever. Did you go into the bathroom by chance,
I think
or
so.
like an area that has a mirror?
Yeah.
That was the clearest fucking mirror I've ever seen,
Yeah. It was
and that
very
was
reflective.
on the Series X,
Yeah.
right? So I can only imagine what it will look like on the PC and like the reflection and stuff like that. I think it looks. I mean, I assume it'll just look even better, right? But another game that I've been playing, and I guess I'll drag this out because Loke is gone. Another game that I recently I bought it the same day I bought. Yobi just sent me a message. I gotta go see what that's about and probably add it to the show later. But I bought a PC game, one that's not finished yet. Can you guess what it is?
Oh, I saw you playing it. I know what it is. You want me to say it? Or you want to say it?
Go ahead.
You playing Star Citizen?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Neat.
And yes, that game is janky, as you would expect. But I'm happy I bought it.
Okay.
I am happy I bought it because it is, first of all, the community is amazing. Like, Jesus Christ.
Star Citizen. That's what we're
Yes.
talking about right now.
Yes, I posted on Twitter that I posted yesterday on Twitter. I was like, buying this game, or like I put like, what did I get myself into, or whatever, something like that. And shit has like 150 likes. Everyone's like, yo, if you need any help, let me know. Here's what I got. Here's the ship. Your ship looks awesome. Like, everyone's just saying like, I don't think there's a negative comment in that entire thread.
Nice.
So I was just like, yes. And yeah, Yobi said it right there too. He says that game looks beautiful, but janky but beautiful. And that's exactly what that game is. I mean, it is not anything like Starfield. There's many people that said that throughout that whole period of time.
Mo,
Ham?
you cut out.
Ham? We can't hear
We
you.
can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. I must hit the mute button. It's an MMO, so I mean it's massive multiplayer, and you can see people running around. I linked up with 3 other people. We got on this fucking massive ship that he has. Like, the ship was so massive, we had to take like a half hour's worth of time loading vehicles onto the ship.
Wow.
And then we flew the ship out. We warped, went to this planet, and we took the vehicles off and we started driving around just shooting shit up. He dropped a fucking bomb from his goddamn from his ship, and the whole place just turned into dust. And I was like, that's pretty slick. But really it plays very similar to like, you know, any other MMO where you guys are all working together to do something, and you could play the game solo, but then it's, you know, it's like Ark in that aspect. Like if you play it solo, yeah, you can, but it'll take forever to get, you know, a few things accomplished compared to having 3 or 4 other people and getting shit done quick. So it is a really cool game. I'm happy I got it, but I mean, the learning curve in that game has to be the worst that I've played so far. Like of any game, and I'm talking about including Ark. Like Ark has a horrible onboarding, or at least it did in Ark Survival Evolved. In the newer Ark, I think of Ark Ascended, I think it was better. But in this game's particular, Star Citizen is the worst onboarding I've ever played in any game. I had to look up like anything. Like, I didn't know how to take out my landing gear. I didn't know how to boost. I didn't know how to do anything. I had to look all of this shit up. But it was really cool. It is still a really good time. I'm happy I got it.
Nice.
All right. Ham's having a blast with Star Citizen.
You got some Star Citizen gameplay right here, I see.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Star Citizen.
No, I don't see you playing it. There's not enough, like...
Story,
like you're a story person, and that game is like make your own kind of adventure. And yeah, I think you would lose track of caring about this game in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
you I feel like you'd have a fun time if we set up a raid and then you came out and went with us. But as soon as the raid is over, you'd want to leave.
Yeah, like we'd need to be doing something together all the time. Otherwise, I'd be like, but what's the point? Oh, add more ones to your zeros. Huh. Cool. Anyways, that's Star Citizen. Ham's having a good time. I'm happy for you, Ham. But Ham, last week, me, Cozy, and
I wasn't
Matt,
here.
yeah, me, Cozy, and Matt had a little discussion about Outer Worlds 2, and we saw the necessity to really dig into it this week. So we're going to dedicate the first few minutes, whether it's 5, 10, 15, we'll see, to Outer Worlds 2. And then we're going to get into the news.
Why the hell are we talking about Outer Worlds 2?
I told you that he's...
Because I love Outer Worlds 2. Matt loves Outer Worlds 2. Cozy loves Outer Worlds 2.
I don't hate Outer Worlds 2. I just don't like. That's.
It's kind of weird timing, isn't it?
That's my whole thing. Like, is there like an update on it or something?
There's no update. There's nothing. We just love the game.
There sure isn't.
It's the same. It's the same thing that what happened with like Starfield. Remember, Ham? Like we didn't have any updates around Starfield, but we were struggling.
We didn't, but it was relevant while we were talking about it. Yeah, it was.
What do you mean
it was relevant? What do you mean?
Like it was trending
Are you
on
kidding
Twitter?
me? Starfield was relevant for like a year.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Like,
what
people just
metrics we're
didn't stop
talking about.
it. We're just, I mean, let's talk about Bubsy today.
I want to talk about Bubsy.
Listen, who's Bubsy?
I mean, that's a classic game, Loke, that you just don't know, bud.
I have no idea.
Bubsy, that's like I believe Bubsy was on like Super Nintendo and like Sega Genesis and shit like that. Like, this is an old game.
Yeah, old is definitely the word. Anyways, let me greet the chat. Rachie, welcome in. Fuzzy Tomato, Blind Giant, mahalo, welcome. Smash the like button, y'all. Legendary Yobi, welcome. Ham, Yobi says check your DMs.
Yeah. I got it pulled up right now, but after I'll talk. We'll talk about what Yobi brought up after the initial topic.
Okay. Uh, who else is here? Matthew Hum. Game of the years is Forefront on VR, hands down. Changed first person shooters. Missed you guys. Appreciate you, Matthew Hum.
Hold on. What's
Never heard
Forefront?
of Forefront.
Yeah, I
What's
looked at
Forefront?
it. It's like Battlefield, but in VR.
Ooh.
Hold on now.
Uh,
I mean,
And it looks pretty cool. I'm honestly nervous to do VR because I don't know what's been going on lately, but like even with regular video games, I've been having like issues with like getting dizzy.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know what's going on. But like I'll play for like a few hours or like sometimes it won't hit me until like 3 or 4 hours into a game or something like that. But like in VR, that like maximizes that stuff, you know? So like
mhm.
I'm almost nervous to like, cause I mean, I bought this VR and I've used it like a dozen times, to be honest.
Aw.
I'd like to use it more, but like I just get like kind of sweaty and queasy when I have it, and like I don't know what it is. I think I must have some like kind of congestion or something going on in my
Your
head.
inner ear.
Yeah, there has to be
oh
something
yeah.
going on because it's like a new feeling, and I don't like it.
I see it here on
Okay.
Meta.
And
Yeah, high rating.
It does have a high rating. I mean, it's interesting. The problem is, it'd be really cool to play, and then I feel like I'll play it a couple of times and never play it in, because that's usually how multiplayer stuff works on VR for me. Is it's really cool, and wow, I can't believe this exists, and then I never play it again.
I like the quick draw game.
Quick draw.
It's not that. I don't know what it's called, but it's sort of like you're in
motion
like
sickness.
you're standing
Yeah.
in place, and you and someone else is like shooting each other rapidly. You have to drop your weapons, pick up new weapons, and be like.
I know it sounds like motion sickness, but sometimes I get that feeling not even playing any video games.
Okay, so this is not video game related then. It's not VR related.
I mean, hey, like I said, VR just maximizes it.
Yeah.
It's like asthma, right? You know, like I'm fine until I do something that I'm not fine, and then asthma accelerates it. It makes it worse.
Mhm. All right, all right. Let's do the Outer Worlds thing quickly, so Ham
Okay.
doesn't lose. So Ham doesn't lose his fucking mind. Let's be as quick as possible. This guy just steps away. He just steps away. All right. Anyways, first off, factions. Which faction did y'all choose? I chose Auntie's choice.
The sensible faction, the only sensible
Aunt,
faction.
Auntie's choice.
No,
No.
they weren't sensible. First of all, get
What?
out of here with that illegal corporation.
Listen, if there's one thing about legality, if the one thing about corporations is that they're legal, which one's the sensible choice? I don't understand. Which one's the sensible choice?
The order.
The order,
Yes.
not even the protectorate.
They were crazy. Not only
Kinda.
that, but they just had a
Kinda.
coup. They literally just had a coup,
Okay, all right.
which is why
Okay.
they were in shambles.
Matt, do you agree? The order is the most sensible.
Honestly, given everything about, yeah, probably. But honestly, I'm just anything, and I'm anti's choice. Like I don't.
Wow.
Enjoy
Anything-
your corporate overlord, you bootlicker.
Yeah, anything that's anti's choice is just not good.
Okay, so I'm going to challenge you guys on this one because people just can't be saying shit, right? And then
Yeah.
we just walk away from it.
Again.
Auntie's choice is order. Auntie's choice is profit. Auntie's choice leans into human nature and is the best way to keep everything under control. Because
what under control?
everyone's trying to make more money. So because of the incentives, because that's how human beings work. Because of the
It literally invaded
incentives.
planets and killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, because they wouldn't comply, right?
That's not good.
But after they complied, hold on, but after they complied, it was a piece of cake,
You're
right?
not. You're
The
not.
other
That's not a
factions.
compelling,
Look, this
compelling
is not a
argument.
good
It's not a
argument.
compelling
No,
argument.
no,
They
hold on.
killed
So
all
what I'm
these
saying
people,
is,
but after that, they all listened when they killed them
no,
all.
but what I'm saying is the other factions, when they're in control,
Yeah.
there isn't an optimal lifestyle for the human being, for the majority of the human
There
beings
isn't a
within
lifestyle
within.
There isn't
with
one-
anti-choice. Anti-choice. Half the
Every-
people are just
They're just
practically
slaves. Everyone's a slave under Auntie's choice. What are you talking about?
No, everyone has an
No.
occupation.
Yeah, and they're all slaves.
Everyone had an occupation under the protectorate too.
I'm pretty sure I overheard a conversation of like workers being like they were working 20 hours a day under Auntie's choice. That's not good.
That was in the mine, right? The
Yeah, I
mine
think so. Yeah, that's not
where
good.
you had to go and negotiate between the lady that owns the joint and then the people that were rioting or that were quitting or whatever.
This might not have been in the mine. It might have been on that. I forget where it was, but like in a snow area, there's like a bridge that you have to walk down or up. And before you got to the bridge, there was like a cutout in this cave, like a cave thing, half cave thing, where these people were talking, and they were talking about like working
Yeah.
20
Yeah, I remember.
hours, 20 hours a day, routinely.
Yeah.
They literally have no labor laws,
Yes.
and it's perfectly legal to kill people. It's perfectly legal to kill people. It is legal.
All right,
Murder is
make your
legal.
cases. Make your cases for the order since it's so great.
The order is guiding principle is math, which is the guiding
Matt,
principle in our
you
entire
you
universe.
you see what Matthew Ham is saying?
What's that? What happened? What do you say?
He says, "I'll buy it for anyone willing to join my squad."
Oh, you don't gotta do that. If I get it, I'm gonna get it. You don't gotta do that, buddy. But God bless you.
Wait, how many
All
people are in
right.
a squad?
What's that?
How many people are in a squad?
I would imagine 4.
On
It's
full frame.
it's gonna be either 3 or 4. Knowing modern video games, it'll be 3 or 4.
Oh, come on, Sapo. Are you serious right now? It sounds like, oh man. All right.
I mean,
Cozy.
they were Auntie's choice. So the craziest thing is they were and the setup is that they are so bad that they got kicked out of the other system.
Yeah.
That is how bad they were. They literally were
But
kicked out of
everyone
the other
keeps
system.
buying into their system though.
Don't really have a choice. when they
Choice.
force
Like
you
if
to.
someone's like, capitalism or
That's the
gun
right.
or
That's the
bullets,
catch, right?
which do you take?
Auntie's choice.
They don't have one.
Outer Worlds 2, the animation of the guns was some of the most amazing. The look of them and the way they reloaded. Oh yeah, dude. Like the guns.
It's
The
such a
guns.
massive
was
step
Can
up
we
from the
just-
first game.
Also talk
Yes.
about the ways
Yes.
to play the game because I probably played the game more handicapped than most people.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see.
Uh,
You promised you're gonna show us some gameplay.
So this is part of my gameplay. So in case anyone doesn't know, I did a dumb playthrough. I only put points into melee, explosives, medical, and guns. And
Okay.
I immediately chose flawed.
Okay.
Immediately.
What does
So-
that mean for the layman that doesn't
Okay,
know?
so if you choose flawed, it's a flaw. Like the game has these flaws for anyone who hasn't played it. The game has flaws, and they're an optional choice. They have trade-offs: good things, bad things. The thing is, if you choose the trait flawed, you can't reject any flaws. You do get an extra like skill perk when you level up, but you can't reject any flaws.
Yeah.
So I chose
They
that.
just keep getting tacked on.
So I ended up with like 17 or 18 flaws through my
As you do.
playthrough. My flaws were I had like an excessive markup on items in the game.
That's
Like so
fair,
I
that's
couldn't
fun.
afford ammo. I couldn't afford things to craft half the time. I ended up with my companions, they stayed down when they fell in battle. I took extra damage from everything, and I could only use like the healing inhaler in battle once or twice before it would just poison me.
Right.
So tried to get pretty creative when I did a lot of my playthrough. But the thing is, I had all these points in explosives. So I figured out that the easiest way to play the game was to pick up every mine in the game. And I did that. I collected every mine in the game. All those minefields in the game, I literally would spend like 2 hours wandering around collecting every mine. And Matt watched me collecting every single mine in the game.
I've seen it. It's something.
I did it to sell them, but okay.
I use them like, no, and then my next method would be I would just, whenever I go into battle and I couldn't do it with guns, I would just be like, it took several times to do this, but I'd eventually just manage to get as many mines out as possible everywhere, and then when the enemies just walk, they would just explode.
Start a chain reaction.
Right. Yeah, a chain reaction. Okay.
Also, what's her name?
Also,
Ava's crazy.
Ava's not.
Ava is wifey. Ava is wifey. Ava made me wish. Ava, listen. There are worse ways to die. Ava made me hate the devs. Like, why won't y'all let us clap? Like, why won't y'all let us clap? Cause, like, she'd be the one. All right, Ava would be the one. Anyways,
Marisol's probably the one that I use most consistently.
Marisol's the older lady.
Her ability though is like
pretty
the best
helpful
in the entire game.
It's
like
pretty helpful.
Her ability. She just made everything squishy. She'd just be like, half its life is gone and it's squishy.
Ava's great, but also kind of useless in a fight because she just runs in and dies immediately.
Yeah, kamikaze.
I was trying to
Kamikaze
sneak,
style.
and every time I'd get just a little too close, and I'd hop up just for a second, and she would just run out there and be like, "I'm gonna kill everyone," and it'd be like, "No."
Let's go.
And die
Let's go.
Kills no one and dies immediately.
Oh no, I would just literally pop off her ability and let her die.
Great. Just fantastic. Cozy's playstyle was mines. Matt, maybe this is why I didn't enjoy the gameplay.
What's
Or
that?
I wasn't super enamored by the gameplay or the battle system itself. Because I just took guns, specifically kinetic guns. Because the gimmicky guns, for me, they didn't work as much as like the trailer showed. Like the trailer was like, ooh, there's lots of gimmicky, weird guns that you can do stuff with, but they weren't very practical. And like I couldn't really play with them. I didn't have fun
They
with
made
them.
everyone float, and then they couldn't attack you, and you just be like, pop, 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 and we all float too. And then you just like take them out. You just
I didn't hear
grenades
that
at
first part, Cozy. You're saying
the
what?
gun that made everyone float. It make them bubble float in the air, and then you just throw grenades at them until they died.
I think I know what she's talking about.
Okay.
I actually used them a lot because they were fun. Like I used specifically that one. I used the one that shot the gooey stuff like all over the place. But
I know I got that one as well.
It would splash on you.
Thank you. And I was like, okay, fuck this.
But
I'm
it
not
was
using this gun.
powerful. It was powerful.
It was.
So inconvenient.
It's inconvenient.
And I used the shrink gun too.
Shrinko was
This-
funny.
was
I didn't use it a
funny.
lot,
I
but it
didn't
was funny.
find it.
It was funny.
I didn't find it. Where was it? Can
I
you
couldn't
buy
tell
it?
you.
I don't know. Like so, most of the funny guns you find are when you do the little.
What is that, Cozy?
The puzzles, like some of them, not the puzzles. Some of them were puzzles actually. You do the little. What do you call those?
For anyone
things?
that's watching
Well,
right now, the mines
glitch-
are on Cozy's screen.
The glitches. Yeah, that's how many mines. This is what I would do. And I would do it over and over again because I kept dying until I finally got the right configuration of mines. And I had so many mines. I had I think I used like 600 mines.
As you do.
A lot of mines.
Every mine in the game that's like just lying around, I took. And
What typing, Fuzzy? What typing? I haven't been typing. All right.
Typing. Right
We can hear you.
I was alt tabbing.
You're calling Fuzzy
Matt,
a liar. No?
what was your gameplay? What was your gameplay?
My
What was
game-
your selection?
My style?
Rifles, sniper.
Anything. Literally anything. I mean, I was using guns a lot, but literally anything. The only thing I didn't really use that much of was melee. And I'll say for melee, it was vastly improved over the first game, which the first game just it was, might as
You
well
think
have
it's
been.
possible to beat this game with just melee?
Yes.
Yeah, you can. I wouldn't, but you can.
If you, I have a lot of points in melee because I was dumb, and I was like, I'm dumb, so I get to be strong. And I could actually take people out effectively with melee, especially some of the weapons you got bonuses like. But I didn't because a lot of the better ones were slow. But if like Tristan was like hammering someone, I would hammer on them too. I'd be like, oh, let me get out my hammer. Beat them.
I imagine Tristan's very, very good looking. I didn't get to see his face, but I
What?
imagine he's very good looking.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool.
That's a okay.
It's cool that you would
Awfully
imagine
specific.
that. It's
That's awesome.
it's really cool that you would imagine that, honestly. I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Thank you.
Tristan. He was an interesting. He was useful. His ability was useful too. No one's was as useful as Marisol's, but if you
Hmm.
popped off her ability, then popped off his ability on the same enemy, you could usually just kill him if it was like one of the bigger ones.
Okay. All right. Alucard Kios? Alucard. I'll just go with Alucard. Says what's this podcast called? I'm on my phone and on X. This is called TSWS Gaming. You can find us on YouTube. Ham?
Yeah, we
Okay.
got all the
Okay.
special stuff.
All right.
Uh,
So, anyways, that's where you can find us, Alucard, Kios. You're welcome. You're welcome. Smash the like button, subscribe. We do this every single Thursday, Alucard, for at least about 2 hours. All right. I think that's pretty much it
Roughly.
on
Oh.
roughly 2 hours. I think that's pretty much it on our
Yeah.
unless anyone has anything to add.
Ham
telling
does.
you gotta play when you play the game. I think
Yeah.
if you it's the gameplay is much more fun when you are handicapped in a way that you have to do things in unorthodox methods. Because I had
Yeah.
no speech checks, I had no hack, I had no. And let me tell you, the dumb playthrough is super fun because you got to say some options for things that were just like, oh, I can do that, and then you just do it. Like there's one option to lick something, to lick some paper.
I think I
And it
remember
was
that, yeah.
it was like, and that's exactly what you kind of needed to do. It was like, oh, okay, and
Tastes
then
like
sometimes
chemical.
I
you
played
just
as like a suave.
no,
I
but
played as a
sometimes you
suave,
would
gun toting, slick talking dude.
yeah. So
That's how
sometimes
I
you would just
played.
be dumb, really dumb, and it would just throw the person off, and they would be like, you know what, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. They would just
Not
let you
bother.
pass, and they would start condescendingly talk to you and be like, "Oh,
You're
Madness.
stupid. Okay.
Yeah,
yeah."
yeah.
They're like,
You were
yeah, they
really
would definitely
dumb.
say really funny things to you when you were dumb. They would
Hey,
be like,
Loke,
"Oh."
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna send you
Sample,
this. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
send you this
playing
link.
marathon. Buzz off.
No.
Like unless someone pays me to play it. I'm not paying for
No,
Oh.
the only
multiplayer
person
game.
that's gonna play marathon here is probably Matt.
And that's only if they do PvE. And I mean like permanent PvE. I don't mean like they add an event for like a week. I mean like full PvE all the time. Then I'll play it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Matt's
yeah.
the only,
Playing it.
again. I'm gonna repeat that. Matt's the only one here that might play that game.
Yep.
Nobody
Yeah.
here cares about that game.
Yep. Sorry, man. I if a story comes out, Sapo, if a story comes out, if a campaign, I don't care if it's 6 hours. Suddenly, my marathon has some value to me.
I would give it another shot if they had, if they had a campaign. I just feel like that game is like the prettiest saltine cracker I've ever seen.
Yummy.
That's the best way that I can put it. It's the prettiest saltine cracker that I've ever seen. It's just because it looks great, and then you bite into it, and it's like, wow, this is generic.
Nothing.
Saltines are delicious.
And that's just how I feel.
They
Like
serve their purpose.
it can be special to other people, but just to me, it just feels like a really pretty Roblox.
I love saltines.
I used to eat saltines when I was a kid a lot, but I don't know about now.
They're the nicest. They're so salty, and you lick the salt off, and then like, if the cracker isn't soggy after you lift the salt off, you eat the cracker.
The only good
What do
thing
you
about
do with
salt
it if it
and
is?
crackers
Throw it
is that
away.
they don't have lots of calories. That's all. Anyways, Ham just shot me this link. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Take Two
Yes.
confirms. Take Two confirms
Shout out to
seven.
Yobi, by the way.
Take Two confirms 7 sequels, 6 remasters and remakes, and more will release by the year 2029.
Damn.
So, yeah. Take Two Interactive, parent company to Rockstar, Gearbox, 2K, and others, confirmed recently that 7 sequels, 6 remasters, blah, blah, blah. Though it didn't specify which games these are going to be, I surely hope they give some of their old hits a chance to shine through modern tech. As per The Gamer, the same financial call that saw Take Two chief executive Strauss Zelnick reaffirm GTA 6's November 19 release also had him reveal substantial plans to create sequels, remakes, and remasters through the next few years. Zelnick said, 7 sequels. All right, fine. We've said this enough times. We don't have any specifics of what's coming, so we're just gonna guess. Ham, since you brought this to us, I think you are the most excited for this. Please give
Well,
us your
Yobi brought it to me.
take
That's
on
why I
this
said
one.
shout out to Yobi.
Yeah. Thoughts on this?
I mean, just looking at this and thinking about it, I'm just like, God damn, like this is a lot of things that are going on over here. And I find it interesting that it looks like, because that's GTA 6 picture
Yeah.
Yep.
right there. And I wish, I mean, like just for nostalgia purposes, I wish they would have used an older game as the first picture that you see. Just because I'm just like, you're talking about possible sequels and remasters and stuff like that. And we just got done talking about this a little bit ago. I don't remember who I was talking to it, or talking about it with, but if a remaster or actually fuck a remaster because it's too old at this point. If a remake of the Warriors came back, that would be nuts. Cause that
I've
game,
never been a fan of the Warriors.
the Warriors, that game was so good on PS2 and Xbox.
I feel like that would be the game that's least likely to be remastered.
Okay, Fuzzy, that's terrible.
I'm with Fuzzy.
I feel like
I mean, if
2K
they're gonna
remastered.
remake any 2K, let it be NFL.
They
But from
do.
what I've seen recently, they fully committed to not making NFL games anymore.
Do NBA 2K12 remastered? Or no,
Oh
2K,
man.
2K11, because that was like unanimously the best one. It'd be so funny if they just did that
Yeah,
again.
that was amazing.
Man,
Games are great.
yeah.
If past behavior informs future results, I personally think none of this is gonna get done.
I mean,
what do you? What's none of this? What does that even mean?
I mean, 2030 is going to roll by. GTA 6 will be making boku
Oh,
bucks.
this says by 2029. I just seen that
Yes.
after you. No,
Yeah.
that's not happening.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
why
you.
my reaction was, those are some lofty goals.
I
I,
mean,
I mean, I believe that they could be doing 7 sequels and 6 remasters and remakes.
But we ain't get nothing by
But
2030.
like, why would they? But like, here's my question: Why would they? Why would they do that so much right after the launch of GTA? Like, wouldn't they want to like kind of leak out things a little spaced out? Like, you're talking about what? That's 13 games.
I,
13 games. I
It's a
mean,
lot.
I mean,
that
it might be because like so you have so like it might be like different studios. So Rockstar will they'll have their
PlayStation as
GTA.
a whole ass publisher isn't pumping out 13 fucking games by 2029.
The PlayStation's also
And
focused
they
on a very
own
specific kind of
multiple
game.
studios. I understand this says Take Two, right? And they have multiple studios as well. But I'm thinking of like I'm thinking of like other companies that have a lot of manpower. And it's like I don't see a lot of studios pumping out 13 games in that short of a like if they did this, I would be flabbergasted and excited because I can't lie, they usually come out with good games, so I'd be excited about it. I'd like it to happen. I
But
just don't buy it, man.
as
That's
Loke,
nuts.
man, think about it this way: as Loke says, past behavior, blah blah, and all that. Uh, we know how their remasters and remakes go. So
Mm.
they can just throw out a sloppy
God, Grand Theft Auto 1,
remake
2, and
or
3 were just
remaster. They can throw out but the thing is they can do that. They can I imagine let's not pretend 6 of those will probably be
Yes, Reggie. Yes.
remaster slop. They
Yes.
I
probably
tell
will
you,
just be like low and unfortunately one of them probably won't be the Warriors because that would be the one
it
of the
costs them a
licensed
lot of
stuff.
money.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, licensing for that.
It costs them a lot of money, but I mean, hey, they just did 007, so like to me, it's just like that's on the it's on the table. Is it? Would I? I'd be more surprised if they did it than if they didn't. Like that's a fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like
Yep.
but I would love to see that. But us
Absolutely.
talking about 13 games dropping, and because you got to keep in mind that's not even 3 years away.
But 6 of them are just going to
That's
be
2.5 years from now.
Well,
but I
Not
we
imagine
already
even.
6
know.
would be like, their GTA level efforts.
No, that's 2.5 years.
We already know that there's the 2 of them are Max Payne 1 and 2, and those are remakes. So
I
that's 2
don't
of them.
remember a time where Take Two ever came out with a bunch of games after the PS2.
No, it's been a while.
Like the
mean, like,
PS2 was the last time that they had like a ton of games come out in a short period of time, right? Because
In one
everybody was.
generation.
Everybody was. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, and then all the stories games, and then they had Manhunt, the Warriors. They had a ton of freaking games that came out in a short amount of time. I'm calling it short, but it was like within a 7-8 year period of time, right?
Yeah.
Compared to and I mean,
To
I didn't even
nothing.
list 13 games right there. So like I'm just saying like I don't know, man. Like this it'd be cool, but a bully sequel that'd be great. But here's what Loke kind of alluded to and Cozy reminded us about, like the whole past and recency and whatnot. Putting that like say it again, Loke. How do you say it?
Past performance informs future results.
Exactly. So it's just like the way they brought back Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas was fucking tragic. Like it was like not only was it like like bunch of mobile developers trying to figure it out, which it's not their fault. They're just trying to get paid. So like
Exactly. I mean,
so I
I
can't
would
like
do the remaster if they gave it to me. Shit.
yeah, if they ask any of us to do anything and then threw a bag in front of us, it's like, sure, I'll give it a shot. But like, but like, I mean, like, that's how serious they were kind of taking it, and it didn't seem very serious. And then on top of it, like little key things about the game, like music not being available that was available in the prior games and stuff like that, like key pieces that really made that game what it was were missing. So like with that being said, like bringing back a new bully like in this society, I don't know. I feel like there'd be a lot of taming that might happen. And sure, you can say it's Rockstar, but Rockstar still, lives in this world. And I remember a few years back when I was living in Kansas City, we were talking about how Rockstar was talking about not being as in your face with some of the nonsense as they were prior.
Yeah.
That was an actual thing that came out, and I was one of the people that really didn't like that. Because because in my opinion, that's like telling a comedian how to be a comedian. Like, that joke's a little too far, right? Oh, then don't go to the show. Don't go to that
Yeah.
comedian show if that's not for you.
Yeah. It's like you know what, Ham, you nailed it right there. And yeah, man, this news is fun, right? It's a nice pipe dream, but sorry for ruining everything for everyone. It's probably not going to happen. Anyways, moving on to the headline of
We
the
would like
day.
it to happen though. Let's make that.
Listen, we'd all like to win the lottery. We'd all like to do it. 007 first like I'm just saying.
I mean, you took a real sharp, dark turn with that one.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
It's
winning
been
the
two
lottery
consoles.
is a lot less likely than this.
Ham, it's been two consoles, and for the last two consoles, they've given us two games. I'm just saying.
Well, no,
I'm just
they've
saying.
given us a few more, right? I mean, we got that remake or remaster, right? Remaster.
This guy.
That's
This guy.
three.
All right. 007 first.
Hey, we got a remaster of Red Dead, the original, right?
He's trying to trigger me. He is trying
I'm
to trigger
just
me.
saying,
You
like,
got games.
by 2019, it could be a solid 16 games. Or 2029, excuse me.
One
Going
game
backwards
per
now.
year at least. They're gonna do three
It might
games
be
per year.
16 games by that time in a 10-year span. Look at that.
007 First Light, everyone. The game's out. Matt's been playing it. I've been playing it. Ham's been playing it. Let's go around.
Cozy's been cozying.
Listen,
She's been playing
Ham. Really?
Playing it.
Cozy, you've been
No.
playing 007?
No.
Of course she has.
Okay. So Ham, you know how you saw 007, you're like, yeah, this is a game made for Loke. When I saw 007, I was like, yeah, this is a game not made for Cozy. Like, this is a game. This is a game that was like, all right, how do we not get Cozy interested? Let's make 007.
Yeah, it's cut. It is a lot of cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
A lot of cutscenes and a lot of following the directions.
Yes.
Look at her;
There's a
she's
lot of
like
that.
falling asleep. This is great.
No player freedom. She's not interested.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of freedom there.
No.
You can't really
Sorry.
be. Cozy gets to be a strapping young white man.
Ooh. Ham. God damn.
Am I wrong?
Yo. I need you to relax right now, Ham.
A
I need you to
strapping
chill.
young suave white man.
What the fudge? All right. Let's turn away from Ham. Let's turn away from Ham. Matt, what are your thoughts
Yo,
on 007? Because Ham is a bit too extra today. What are your thoughts on 007?
I mean, anything specific? Because I mean, I could just tell you it's really good. Like
Just
if you
keep
were
going. Just
if you were
riff, man,
interested
riff.
if you were interested in 007, then you'll like the game. If you're interested in the game, then
Yeah.
you'll probably end up liking the game. I feel pretty safe making that assumption. Uh, Off rip, that intro mission, which if you three or the three of us have played, that's a pretty strong ass intro mission.
Yes.
That's a very
It's a
strong
good
intro
start.
mission.
It's a good start.
There's another part. Again, I'm not gonna do spoilers, but there's at least two other things I played in that game besides that intermission where I'm like, that's like if you know anything about me, my favorite game in that genre. It's kind of interchangeable between Tomb Raider 2013 or Uncharted 4. There's at least two things that I played besides that intermission in this game where I'm like, that's better than anything in those games. And I love those games, but I don't like. I expected the game to be good. IO Interactive is a good developer, but yeah, this is the best game that they've made that I'm aware of. That like I mean, out of the Hitman games, and this is the best one. And also, I don't know if you saw. Apparently, they said that this is going to be a trilogy.
Oh.
You hear that, Loke? What was I just telling you?
You muted that,
You're muted there, bud. I know you're excited, but
Sorry.
goddamn.
Sorry. Ham mentioned this 2 or 3 days ago. Uh, that he thinks this is going to turn into IO Interactive's Resident Evil. And I was like, oh, I think that's extra. I think that's too much. But you know what? Good guess, Ham. Good guess.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, the game is it's simple, fun. You can make it a little bit more difficult. But like all these people that are calling this game too simple or too easy, but are the same people that said Resident Evil is like GOTY. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but Resident Evil is simple. Like that's an easy game. It's not hard. It's nuts. It's cool. It's not hard. It's not a hard game at all. And so like this game, in my opinion, it's also not hard. But it's really entertaining. And it has a really freaking good storyline. And on that note, I got to go back to you, Loke, so you can talk about it a little bit because of all of us here, you're probably the most involved person in a storyline in a game.
Yeah.
So, go
Okay,
ahead.
so as I've told you guys before, I man,
This man's about to
this
cry.
game, this game. Usually I'm into story games. This game it reminded me that I'm a Double O fan. I forgot I was a Double O fan because of how trash the Daniel Craig movies were. The worst Bond. Oh my god. All right, Fuzzy, don't just be saying shit. Tell us why why you think these things. Don't just say this. There's literally zero story in the first 3 hours of the game.
the
That
first
is
three hours of
incorrect.
the first 3 hours
That
of
is
the game are
incorrect,
mostly
Fuzzy.
just story.
What?
It's almost
I'm
only
sorry. I
story.
gotta do. I got to,
Fuzzy.
like you turn on the game and it's the story,
Like
and
I'm trying
like
not to
Like,
you
spoil.
do
really.
a little bit, and then after that it's the story,
More story.
and
Fuzzy.
like there's a
Stop
lot
capping.
of and then actually while you're walking around and playing the game, when you go talk to like the random like scientists and stuff like that, that gives you more lore and story.
Come on,
Like
man.
like the
Come
whole
on.
game is built around the story of Bond when he became
What?
Bond.
Ham, I need you to sit down. I need you to sit down right now.
Okay,
The
you got the floor, buddy. This
are
is
we
my
doing? Fuzzy, what are we? Let me get my mic. Let me
look
get my
about to
mic.
crash out.
Fuzzy, are you high? Are you high? For the past 10 years, 11 years, since 2015, and we started the MCU, dude, the one thing everyone has always been bitching and complaining about is that we've got these characters who just show up and they're godlike, and you just have to deal with it. You just have to be okay with it, right? These characters are perfect, and
Breathe,
we've
love.
been bitching about character development for a decade plus. Fuzzy, are you high? Are you high? Do I have to give you a timeout right now?
He's mad.
Literally, point number one, the
This
game just
man
came.
can't keep it
Let's try
together.
and avoid spoilers. Let's try and avoid spoilers for a game that just came out, right? Point number two, character development. Have you ever read a book? Have you ever played other video games? I wish the boot camp was longer. I didn't enjoy the fact that you got to play some boot camp and then they fast forwarded. The fuck? The idea, dude. Again and again, this this takes me back to Warhammer 40K that came out just now. Guys, some of us actually like the franchises that they're turning into video games. I know, crazy concept, crazy concept. Some of us like the franchises that they're making the video games for. So we would like to wallow. We would like to smell the roses. We would like to actually be inside these universes. So maybe you don't get First Light if you don't like 007. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
can I say something on that
This
real
is
quick?
like bitching
Look, just
about
let him go. Just
this
let
is
him
like
go.
bitching.
Uh,
This is like bitching about. Imagine Matt buys NBA 2K. Imagine Matt buys NBA 2K, and
and
You
he's
he
don't
like,
gotta
does,
imagine it.
and he
I
does.
can't believe. Okay, but imagine Matt's like, I can't believe they make us train in between matches. I can't believe I have to build my character up. I can't believe I don't start off scoring 30 points a game every single day. As soon as I come in as a rookie, I can't believe I have to start off scoring 10 points a game. I can't believe I don't get to play 40 minutes a match. Imagine Matt saying that foolishness about the career mode in NBA.
I wouldn't
What are we doing?
because I don't play that shit. But yes, that's a good point.
It's the point.
That's a good point.
It's called 007 First Light.
Oh yeah.
Christ,
Second
Can I,
Fuzzy.
Light.
can I say, as someone who doesn't care at all about 007, outside of like GoldenEye was cool and Nightfire was cool, First Light's a pretty great game. As someone who I don't give a shit about 007, I really don't. It's a pretty cool game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh my God. I'm reading right now. Fuzzy, you're gonna drive me crazy. You're gonna drive me crazy.
This man.
Fuzzy's gonna drive me
Pass
crazy.
out.
It
Listen.
worked in literally every single Bond game before this. Just start him out in the middle of a mission, blowing shit up.
I mean, I didn't think about
Every
it as
future
playing
game
capture the flag.
must
So.
now be every game that has ever come out. This is what Fuzzy's telling us. Zero creative license. Whatever has come in the past, just do that again. You know who else has been bitching about that for a decade plus? Us. That's all we've been doing. Guys, give us new concepts. Give us new ideas. Give us new characters. Give us new settings. We've never played the origin of James Bond. We get the origin of James Bond. This motherfucker's talking about, can we skip the thing we've never had? Even though,
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, you're
even
bringing up a
though-
pretty good point, Luke.
even though Fuzzy's one of those same people that's been complaining about lack of originality and new concepts in gaming.
Yeah, I mean the beginning of the. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The beginning of what was it? Gears or Gears 2? I think it was the beginning of the first Gears.
Yeah.
You went through a training
Yep.
thing at the beginning of that game, and that was a significant part of the story. Because
Last
it was
one,
like
yes.
meeting everybody, and that's what this story is. It's like you're going through that, you're meeting who you're fucking with, who you're talking to, where you
And
came from.
they fast forward through
And it
most of it also.
does. Like, I don't know, man. I just look, I wanted you to talk about what you liked about the story, and you just
I
were
will
fighting
get
for
to
the
it.
game.
I will get to it. I will get to it.
Also,
I will
also,
get to it. I'm just saying. Oh, sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, also, there's things, again, no spoilers, but there's things that happen in the story that without that 2 hours, quote unquote 2 hours, because it's not 2 hours, but without
That is true.
without
Without
that,
spoilers.
then there's things that just don't matter. There's things that will not matter to you that are
Yes.
supposed to matter to you. But
Yes.
if you were to skip over that 2 hours, it's not going to mean nothing. So
Good point, Matt.
it's very necessary for the story they're trying to tell that they do that.
This is the last one. This is the last one I'm going to respond to. I'm going to move on. First says you'd really rather play capture the flag than go out on a mission.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
So, you know what? I'm not even going to add anything to that. Fuzzy, you just got cozy. You just got cozy to engage on the 007 discussion, and she's on my side.
I honestly think I think the problem is, like, you can criticize the game for things that are legitimate issues with the structure, as far as like the pacing and certain very specific things. But if there are things you just don't like about the setup of the game, like in my case, I'm never playing that game. But here's what the game set out to do, and here's what the game accomplished. And if it's like, yep, it did those things, then you can just be like, you know what? It's not for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is fair. Which is absolutely
Which is fair. Not every game is for everyone, you know?
That's true.
This is not 2020. Not every game needs to break its back in every single direction to please every single person. That's not how life works. All right?
Well,
Not every podcast is for everyone.
My just whole thought is just like based on what that story seems to be about in the game. I don't know how else you start that ending. I mean, start the game.
Fast forwarding, I guess. Make some.
Well,
make some
but like, if we're fast forwarding that, then how are we understanding what they're trying to tell us? Because because there are fast forward moments, like where you'll go a month and then another month in
6
advance,
months.
right? And yeah. So it's just like, did you want to fast forward the fast forward? I mean, it's just like, because then we're not playing that part at all.
Yeah.
We're just playing as him. We're essentially jumping into Uncharted 2 right off the bat. And that's kind of what Loke is saying, is just like we already got Uncharted 2, and we already had previous Bonds that started out with, everything is already like you're already the man, right? This, you are a Joe in You're. I mean, not
Spoilers,
really. I
yeah.
mean, because you're already
Spoilers.
kind. But I mean, yeah. You're a Joe. That's about as far as
Yeah.
I'll take. Because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. Lastly, and then we have to get into the celebration of this game because this game's fucking awesome. Fuzzy says an origin for a 65-year-old IP isn't a new, fresh idea.
It is if it hasn't
Christopher-
been done in a game before. Like that is
You know what?
that is literally a new, fresh idea if they haven't done it.
Co-
Oh,
Cozy
look at
responded to the
woke,
previous one.
wokeness.
Cozy responded to the previous one. Matt's responded to this one. Fuzzy, I you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm all right. I was gonna say, but you know what? It's done. It's done. Anyways,
Did anyone watch
what I
James
love
Bond
about
Jr. as a kid? Just me.
no,
I
no,
didn't
just
even
you.
know that was a
Cozy.
thing.
I also didn't know that was a thing. So what I love about the game? Listen, if you love James Bond, which I do clearly, this game is a love letter to James Bond's fans. And I want to go back to Warhammer 40K one more time. Games that have connections to already established IP are walking on eggshells from the moment that they're on the screen. They're walking on eggshells because they're trying to satisfy two very distinct audiences. With Warhammer 40K, you're trying to satisfy the people that play the board games. You're trying to satisfy the people that only read the books, and you're trying to satisfy the gamers. With James Bond, it's the movie goer. It's the psychos that read the books, the Ian Fleming books, and the people that play video games. So they're straddling a very tight rope. In my opinion, First Light so far is perfect. I don't know if they're gonna stick the landing, but so far it's perfect. I dare say it is competing. That's why I put Game of the Year on the thumbnail. It's competing with Crimson Desert. Personal opinion. I don't want to get into spoilers. But if you like 007, the franchise, this is a must-play game. We're going to get into...
And let me just compare two things real quick. This is IO Interactive taking this IP to this level. Ubisoft had Star Wars and Avatar.
And they didn't understand the assignment.
And I can't for the life of me want to download those games again. Like Avatar was the prettiest game that I never want to play. Another pretty saltine cracker, just like Marathon, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It was the prettiest saltine cracker that I booted up on my PC when I first got it.
But that was all.
And that is too bad. Star Wars, on the other hand, that is just I didn't know. When you got to change what the game is after it launched, and it takes away from what the game was meant to be in the first place, it's not good. Like they're like, hey, we're gonna make this game less stealth, and I was like, but the whole point of the game was to be stealth.
That was the entire point.
So I was just like, all right. But I mean, even Matt can attest, like me and him tried to play Avatar.
Yeah.
So many times.
Yeah.
Like we've downloaded that game, like me and him saying, like talking each other into downloading that game at least 3 times.
Yeah.
And each time it got deleted within 48 hours.
Oof. Not great.
No, we're like, oh, they made a third person mode. Let's hop in and play. And we're like, yeah, that didn't
shit.
fix it. That did not fix it.
That game is really stupid because in most games that have a co-op mode, playing in co-op makes the game more fun. Playing in co-op in that game just makes it way more confusing. Makes it way more confusing to the point where you just don't want to play it.
What happened?
Like you don't know what you're supposed to do. You don't know what you're supposed to do at any given point. You have no fucking clue what you're supposed to do.
It's a Ubisoft game. There's probably
They're just like,
pointers on the
well, the
screen.
thing,
There's
and that's,
not.
that's the problem is because they have what they've done in what's the game that I'm thinking? The Division 2, and they have what they've done in Far Cry, and they have what they've done in what's that game? The Ghost Recon. It's just like the game just gives you a list of stuff to do and says go do it, and you'll get story in between somewhere. You can follow the main storyline if you want. But like when I'm playing a game, like I want the storyline to be cool, but I also want kind of like when I'm doing some side stuff to be kind of interesting too. It felt like everything was a side mission. It just felt like everything was a side mission, and even in the side missions, there'd be these long cut scenes of these people talking just gibberish. And it's just like, all right, like I'm a skip. And then I'm like, all right, well, I skipped all that. Now I don't know what to do. And the way that you find how to do things, I feel like they tried too hard to be cool, and it just wasn't cool. They're like, use the earth, and it's like, nah, man.
Not doing all of that.
Yeah, Matt tried to do that, and I told him, I was like, I'm doing the one that I can see what I got to do right away.
Yeah.
I tell you, I was going, and Matt ended up just following me eventually. He had no idea what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy. All right. So let's get into some of the reactions online for 007. As you can see on the screen, Michael Does Life says the game is terrible. It isn't even a video game.
No, we're
It
not doing this.
literally plays itself.
Dude, me and Bill had shown me this, and we've come to the conclusion. This guy, like, the only time I've never in my life seen this guy say a game is good ever. He's doing a character. He's 1,010% doing a character, and if he's not doing a character, then I don't know what to say. But there's no fucking shot he's not doing a character. Dude, he had, like, I just went to his YouTube to, like, check to see, because, like, I was like, oh, this guy, I remember this guy saying what X and X whatever game is bad. And I went to his YouTube channel, and he had, like, 30 videos all titled, Resident Evil Requiem sucks. This game's awful. Don't play it. Don't play it. And he had, like, 40 videos. Just that. I'm like, dude, there's no way this isn't a character. There's just no fucking way. Look at him, dude. He's doing a character. He's doing a character. He's fucking shocked by nothing. Are you kidding? Like, dude, okay. I'm sorry.
All right,
it's so funny you brought this up. It's so funny you brought this up.
Yeah, there's this driving section, and he's just pressing the accelerate button, and the game is essentially, quote unquote, beating itself. Cozy, what are your thoughts on this? Even though you haven't played the game, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, what am I supposed to think? I guess he's having
an existential crisis.
Ooh.
Yeah, so for me, this is how I see it.
He's more
This is how I
destructible
see it.
environments.
James Bond, and again, this is why I say,
It's
if you don't like,
I'm muting myself. I'm sorry.
Matt cannot breathe. Matt cannot breathe. Again, this is why I say, like, if you're not into something, you will misunderstand or misinterpret what it is.
Or if you're just being dishonest.
James Bond, yeah, or just being dishonest, yeah. James Bond is essentially, it used to be a book series, but then has morphed now into a movie franchise, right?
Dude, can you just pause that shit?
And like set pieces. Sorry, you want me to pause it?
Man, I can't stand that dude's face. I'm sorry.
But just you gotta
Alright,
wait till
hold on.
you gotta wait till
Let
he
me
hits the
pause.
fucking
No, no,
wall.
no, no. I know what you're talking
Wait,
about, and that
right there,
right there,
right
right
there.
there is when I realized that I just don't like looking at him.
He looks like someone from Shark Tales, but human.
No, he
All
looks
right,
like
listen,
fucking
we're
Hey
not.
Hey. He looks like Hey Hey from Moana.
Oh
That's
my
that
Yeah, the
chicken.
chicken.
Yeah.
god.
All right, now we have to look up Hey Hey. Is that what we're doing right now?
I
Throw it
guess
up.
so. If you don't know
Throw it
what that
up.
looks like,
HEI is HEI.
I think so.
I
Okay.
Yeah.
have no idea.
H
Is it?
E I Hey Hey from Moana. Oh God. Oh
I can't.
God.
Are you throwing it up? Hold on. What is it?
Y'all are messed up. Y'all are messed up for this. Where's Hey Hey? We can't play too much of it because then we're gonna end up
Sure. Yeah.
having issues with Disney.
Okay. Okay.
There he
Just.
is.
Yep.
God damn,
Yeah.
bro.
Yep.
There it is.
That's pretty spot on.
God damn.
That's pretty
I told
spot
you he
on,
looks like Hey Hey.
dude.
Oh man.
He looked completely normal until he hit that wall, and then his face just went fucking crazy.
It
He
went
Yeah.
Hey Hey.
he could
Not
yes.
cray cray.
He
His
couldn't
face went
believe it.
Hey Hey.
He couldn't believe he hit that fucking wall.
All right, listen, we're not here to criticize people's appearances, but
No,
yes,
I mean,
yes,
hey,
does looks like Hey
listen,
Hey.
it's. I'm more so criticizing his character because this has to be a character. Like I
It
said,
has to be.
there's no
It
way
has to.
because you can check his YouTube channel. Like Michael does live channel.
Yeah.
He is not. He's been on YouTube for like 6 years. He's never once said a game is good. He's only ever said every game is terrible, ever.
So it's a bit. So it's a bit.
It
All right.
has to be a bit. It can't not
Look,
be.
good on him. That's what I'm
Well, that's
saying.
what I mean. I don't mean to like make fun of him. I'm just saying
Exactly.
like
Yeah. No,
he
not at all.
makes these faces that make me not want to look at him.
Yeah. He's
And there
he's
you
good.
go.
He's
Like
good
there's
at making
nothing
faces.
normal about that face.
No.
Especially with what he's reacting to.
Nobody
It's
makes
just-
that face unless they're getting hit by a
It's not
car.
that serious.
unless they just got
No,
shot or something.
like you like you're getting hit by a car or a
Or you're
train
falling.
or you're falling to your death. Like this dude
Yeah.
is, and that's the part that Matt's trying to say. It is a bit. There's no
Yes.
way that you just look like that.
Exactly, dude. Because I remember seeing this guy years ago and thinking, man, this guy must be miserable. But then like Bill brought it up recently, talking about this game, 007. And I was like, oh shit, he's still doing that. And I just went to his YouTube out of just curiosity. I was like, oh no, I don't think he's miserable. I think he's just doing a character. He's just fully committed to a character. Which hey, hats off to you. If that's what you want to do, hats off to you. By all
Respect.
means, do what you got to do. Make your money, make your content. But like, it's a bit. It is a bit.
He's acting in that video like people that say I played 400 hours of Starfield. And it
Yes.
sucks.
And it sucks.
Listen, it gets the clicks. I mean, here we are. But my point is, for those people that don't understand what they're engaging in, it's very easy to have these type of reactions on this part, or even the part where you're in the city of London, and you're driving around with your Range Rover, and it definitely felt like they were like holding my hand and keeping the car
Yeah,
steady and
yeah.
all this stuff. And what I would say to that is, guys, do you want to play Forza? Because if you want to play Forza, go and play Forza.
You totally
Do,
can.
do, do, do you know what I mean? This is 007, right? Try and understand the IP before you comment, before you say it's terrible, because there is no 007 where whether books or movies, there is no 007 where 007 drives around like a random maniac. It just doesn't happen. So why would they put that in the video game? Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's also
Like
not
there's
open
no
world.
there's no Metal Gear where Snake, right, twerks, for example. There's no Metal Gear
You
where
would
Snake
buy that.
twerks.
Let's not pretend you wouldn't.
You need to
That's not
get
my
you need to
point.
get VR
My
chat.
point is, my point is, there's no Metal Gear where Snake twerks. My point is, there'd never be a movie scenario when they take this IP that is mainly a video game and turn it into a movie. There's no scenario, right? Maybe in 2016 or 2018, there's no scenario where it would make sense to make a movie and Snake is twerking. So I think that there's an obfuscation or a misunderstanding of the IP, or there's this vision that a lot of gamers have, including this Mike dude, that hey, because you're in a car, you must be able to do psycho shit, and it's like, this is the wrong game for you. This is the wrong IP for you.
He, to his credit, he was doing some psycho shit. He was running into that wall for about 10 full seconds.
He was.
He
He
was
was.
doing some psycho shit.
He was. And I understand the concept of like, oh, I feel like I'm on rails playing 007. It's like, bro,
What
do
did
you
you
know what
expect?
007 is?
It's not
Well,
open
I
world.
mean, but there hasn't been really a game that's tailored like this that hasn't done something like that. Like Uncharted had plenty of moments where you're just doing this specific thing and it's really not going to do anything different. You're just kind of there. And I mean, hell, the beginning of Miles Morales, when you're swinging around the baby stuff and whatnot, you can totally miss those QTEs, and it just fixes it for you.
Yeah.
It's just
The,
part of it. It's more or less interactive story building at the moment to get you to the next part of the actual game.
yes.
Yeah.
The whole,
Yeah.
one of the, in fact, no, the coolest part from Uncharted 4, the part that everyone talks about, that big car
The
chase
train.
scene. Well, no, the car chase. No, that's Uncharted 2, like the opening, but like from Uncharted 4 is that car
Oh,
chase
four. Okay,
where
yeah.
like you're
Oh,
like fucking
yeah, yeah.
you're
With
like
the
skiing.
particle
Going
effect
downhill.
going
Yeah,
everywhere.
like the bridge is fucking collapsing. You're like
That
skiing
was
on the back
wild.
of like that whole thing is scripted. You can't. I mean, I guess you can miss a jump and die on purpose, but like you're not going to go somewhere you're not supposed to go. It just won't let you. That's the way it is. It's still really fucking cool, but that's the way it is. It's the same thing right there.
DJ Berto Dos, welcome in. What you missed, we spoke about Outer Worlds 2. Take Two is apparently promising about 8 games until 2030. We don't buy it. And we're talking about 007
I'm
right now.
taking the over.
I'm taking the
I
under.
think it'll be 12.
I'm interested to hear what game. I'm interested to
This
hear
guy.
from Fuzzy in the chat. Take your time to answer. But what was the best 007 game to you? Now let's continue the podcast. Hopefully you heard that and he can answer. But
Hopefully.
What do I
but he
drag?
but I just have to answer that because he said some people wanted a James Bond game and some people wanted a James Bond cinematic experience. And
Oh, I will show you the
I'm
game. I will show you the game, and then I want you, Fuzzy, to tell me that this is not gameplay. But Ham, go ahead and finish.
well, I was just gonna say, like, I don't
Agent Under
remember.
Fire. He said Agent Under Fire.
Yeah, I see that right
108
there.
Dragons. Welcome in, fam.
I don't remember a game where you weren't really doing a James Bond experience. Like, what does a James Bond game mean? Because he comes from a movie and a scripted book, so you got to stay within parameters, right? There are natural, like
There's
obviously
your
that.
auto gameplay, Ham. There's your auto gameplay. Ooh.
Well, I'm just
Hey.
saying, like, there are obvious, like, rail moments like that in the game, and like
What?
Uncharted and whatnot. But, like, regardless, like, this is a story game. So it is literally an interactive cinematic experience, regardless. Like, there's no, like, real freedom that IO Interactive, like IO Interactive couldn't have just gave him a a jet to space. Like, that's not like they would have never got that approved. to just well you can just fly to Mars, right? Like you got to remember, like, these stories and whatnot have to get approved by people. And sure, you can say I wanted a James Bond open world experience where you're just doing stuff, right? But you just got done telling us just a little bit ago that you played Avatar and just put it down. That was a game that gave you all the freedom in the world and you didn't want to stick to it. So like I don't know what you're like what's in between that? What's in between total freedom and a story that's being particular? Like I don't know. Maybe somebody else can answer that for me. Because I just feel like, hey, if they write the book and it's this way, it probably has to go that way.
I'm just shocked at all the zero gameplay.
You sound muffled right there. What'd you say?
I'm saying I'm just shocked at all the zero gameplay that we're looking at right now.
No, so that game is definitely, it's a game. There's parts of it that are more interactive than game, but there's plenty of game in the game. I like I think honestly what it comes, and not I'm not talking about Fuzzy in particular at all. I think for like a lot of the discourse you see online about this, I think it comes down to like people like to complain. Sometimes it's valid, sometimes it's just like, okay, you're kind of just complaining to complain. Because like when we're saying that this isn't a game, then we're being kind of dishonest. Because it is. It's a game. If it was a game, you wouldn't be able to do shit like that. You could you could just put the controller down and occasionally hit a button and it would just do it all for you. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, this is giving like just this specific part kind of gives me Last of Us vibes in a good way.
yes. And I know
Yeah,
exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Like the combat is
in a
Except it
good way.
looks
great.
more fun, to be honest. Like grabbing
It's not as
somebody's face
depressing.
like that just looks amazing.
Yeah, there's no gameplay, guys. There's no gameplay in 007. Um, so there's been more
Oh my
reaction.
god, get away from that face.
So there's been more reactions um,
I hate it.
on 007.
It's a good guy right there.
This one says video game expert and developer Torch Games calls the new 007 First Light woke trash and
I'm
elaborates on his
sure.
points.
I'm sure.
Quote, 007 First Light's James Bond is being bossed around by a woman. I've watched the first 13 minutes of gameplay, Bond. How can I help you? How can I help without knowing what's going on? Woman overcomes by doing exactly what I tell you. This is a disaster. Listen,
You know,
remember,
like
remember,
this tells me that the person has no idea what this game or story is about.
yes,
This has that is an embarrassing take.
yeah.
Like, way to say that I know nothing about this IP, and then just like that's nuts to say, yo, like the whole thing with James Bond, that's like everything.
Have you watched any movie? Have you played any movie,
That's
any game?
crazy.
Like, and thanks to the community note, right? If you read the community note, Dame Judy Dench has played M from GoldenEye 1995 through
Yep.
Skyfall 2015 with her role as Bond's overseer, spanning
Mhm.
two different Bond eras. And this goes back to what I was
Yeah,
saying,
Loke, but it's
and I'm saying this to you,
2026.
meaning,
Meaning it's woke now because everything's woke if
Yeah.
we don't like it.
And it's really, but yeah, it's like that's the new thing. Is like like retroactively things are now woke that were
Exactly.
things before.
Things that we just
Right.
accepted is like, oh, this is an entertaining thing in a movie or a game. It's just this is woke shit because it's 2026. Fuck you.
You know
I don't
what
know
breaks
why.
my heart? You know what breaks my heart? Metal Gear Solid 4 is going to get re-released on PC soon. There's going to be dumbasses when Meryl gets married and it becomes a whole centerpiece and Meryl saves Johnny on GW. It's going to become a whole thing that, oh, it's called Metal Gear. It's supposed to be about Solid Snake, the main dude, but then halfway through the game or close to the end of the game, there's this random chick, right? Random in quotes, a random chick that takes over the whole narrative, and the game's about Meryl and Johnny and their wedding, and he shits himself and he pisses himself because he's a pussy and he gets saved by his girlfriend, and it's like, guys, please go away. Please go away. Like, please go away. Go back to shitting on Marvel. Please leave video games alone. We just want to have fun. We just want to have some fun.
The problem is a lot of these people were never. Let's be honest. A lot of them, they like, especially. Have you noticed, like, if you point out, like, hey, you were wrong about this bit of information you collected since you were a fan of this thing, and then they're like, well, a lot of people, like, because when you're really into something, you're a super fan, and you've just gone through and absorbed all the stuff. A lot of times you're like, are you guys? Where have you guys been? Are you guys just mad to be mad? Have you not engaged with this at all? Because I've seen some in regards to, like, I know with Moneypenny, and I was like confused because I was like, what? Have you not seen who's been playing her?
Dude, the chick from the Pirates of the Caribbean has played
Yes.
Moneypenny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean, these are the people that would totally shit on the Pirates of the Caribbean now because Davy Jones, right? His whole life, his whole existence is dedicated to this woman that he loves, and he sacrificed everything and gets to spend one day of I think I might be wrong, but he gets to spend one day with her as a man every year or every 10 years or something like that. These people would call that woke. Fucking Johnny Depp, his one weakness, right, is that chick, and it's like, what's her name, Calypso or whatever the fuck. I'm just, I'm exhausted. I'm like this whole discourse. I'm tired. I'm tired.
That's why my
I
opinion
mean,
is
if
like,
we're gonna go there, let's just call it racist too.
I
Why
mean,
not?
yeah.
they need some reason to be angry. We know this. They're angry and they
Let's do
enjoy it.
that.
They
Let's
just
do that.
They what Code said, they enjoy it. Like, that's why I say, like, it just seems like there's a certain group of people who, no matter what, will just be unhappy, and like, whether you're enjoying something or not, they're gonna try their fucking hardest to make sure you don't. They're gonna try
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
unbelievably hard to make sure you don't enjoy something. Honestly, I couldn't care less. I did not know this was a thing until I logged onto social media, and of course it's a thing.
Of
Fucking of
course it's the
course it
thing.
is.
Of
Be-
course it's a thing.
because why would it not be? Why
In
why
2026.
how could a game come out and not possibly be woke? What the fuck? I mean,
Yep.
it's
Yep.
stupid. It's dumb.
Stanley Francois, Mike Johnson, welcome in, guys. Smash the like button. Fuzzy says, I think guys like him are losing their audience, so they gotta say extra dumb shit for engagement. People are finally getting tired of the grift. I would say I don't think
It
people are
is
getting tired of
tiring.
the grift. I think people have never been down with just foolishness. Like, for example, if anyone was to throw around the word woke with the whole Master Cheeks thing of like, we're going to watch Halo, and then suddenly Master Chief is turning into a completely different character. Now he's in love with this chick and he's doing stuff. Like this, it makes sense for you to be like, all right, this is wrong. We should be upset about this. Like that makes sense, right? But it's to the point where we can't have any females or female representation, even if the source material has female representation.
Nope, can't. Not
Did,
allowed.
did you guys like remember there was someone that tried to grift off of Metal Gear Solid Delta? Do you guys remember? Ham, I know you remember. We talked about this. Because Snake loses to the boss, the female chick, the boss. Snake loses to her several times throughout the game. There was a dude that was trying to grift off of that, talking about it's woke.
Sure.
And I in that moment, a ton of people like myself were like, a lot of you guys don't actually like. You guys aren't real gamers. Like you guys are tourists, and you're just pretending like you know what the fuck you're doing. It's madness. It's madness. Lastly, KMed says, guys, should I buy 007 First Light now or wait? How many concurrent users should I wait? Should I wait for before I press the trigger? I found this very funny. KMed's
At least
KMed's a
500K.
friend of the channel. KMed's a friend of the channel. At least 500K.
At least 500K.
Okay.
If you buy a game below 500K, then you're stupid. That's the fact.
Well, okay. So keep in mind,
Yeah.
because are you talking about K-Med?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, later on he did tweet. Because I seen that tweet that you're talking about.
Yeah.
He tweeted a little bit later on. He was like, I don't feel like a lot of the people judging this game are judging it right, because every time I see this game, it looks amazing.
Yep.
So I'm not sure. I haven't checked up on him at all, but like, sounds like he is pretty interested in getting the game. So I'm not saying he's completely using that. I think I think he just does that for engagement.
Yeah, I think he's joking.
No, I think he's joking.
Joking.
And I'm definitely down with the joke. Like I get what he's saying. Like concurrent players for single player games, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
people need to stop pointing out single player game stats when it comes to concurrent players.
All right,
Yes,
Rook, I
it's
sent
kind
you
of
the next topic though.
all right. It's kind of nuts, right? Obviously, it is kind of nuts when you do find yourself in a situation where you see a single player game that's like, I don't know, 200,000, 100,000 concurrent players. I can see why people would go like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it." But on average, that's not a thing. And we
No,
should
Mike
all
Johnson,
be
I'm
okay
good,
with
brother.
that.
No,
We should all
he
be
said I
okay
look
with that.
down right now, and I don't know. Maybe I was just trying to
Look
look
down.
something up. I don't know, but no, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. Okay. Ham just sent us this one. Xbox CEO Asha Sharma warns tough decisions are ahead, raising questions about Helix, Xbox Game Studios, and exclusives. Let's get the exact quote. Do we have the quote? All right, here we go. Quote, we are building a stronger Xbox. That means making hard choices about what we build, where we invest, and what kind of company we need to be going forward. That is part of what you are starting to see in the shift from Xbox to Xbox. It reflects a decision to be deliberate in how we show up for the players who care most about this brand. Is that the only quote? Yeah, that's all we've got. In terms of quotes, that's all we've got. Ham, go off.
I'm pretty interested in what kind of hard decisions there are, because there are, day one games on Game Pass. What's going to be rated to be, maybe something that can be worthy of not coming on there. day one, right? Because obviously, like Call of Duty's worthy of that. They said it that they missed a ton of sales for that game
Yeah.
that they could have had. Could they do that with like something like Fable or Gears? I'm not sure. Like, I feel like it's too soon for those games, right? But I do feel like they could implement this a little bit later forward. What I'd be kind of nervous about, or what I'm thinking is probably going to happen, is you're going to see like the Bethesda games like not come there day one. Like I bet, like the new whatever new Fallout or new what is it called
Elder
Elder
Scrolls? You
Scrolls
mean
game.
Bethesda proper? Like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, Starfield, stuff like that.
Yeah, like I could see those games maybe doing that same type of thing, but maybe studios that need more attention, like In Exile with Clockwork Revolution, that might be a specific thing that hits Game Pass. If they make a Fable 2, maybe that doesn't hit Game Pass because it's more of a well-known IP, or I guess let's say the next Gears or something like that. But like, I think you guys see what I'm saying, right? Like, there's going to be certain games I feel like in this decision, I'm saying, if this comes to fruition, I think that will be a topic of like a big piece of it is Game Pass. Um, I'm really hard pressed to like know what else that they could do. Like, are they going to walk back their statement about or their idea of putting Steam or other competitors onto their platform? Are they going to not, you know, stop making games for others, or are they going to start being more exclusive? Like, I don't really understand what hard decisions make, but the way that it's kind of worded is that it's going to be a change in long-term benefit for the players, but it will piss some people off here soon. And I just like I don't know what that means because they're really dug into the whole idea of backwards compatibility, right? I don't think they're taking that off the table. They're already saying, I mean, within her quote or whatnot, she's talking about the new console, so they're not making a new console. I mean, they're gonna have probably a new controller of some sort, so they got to do like what are they talking about taking away, or what are some like I don't know. Like, can anybody else maybe chime in and say like I don't know, Cozy, you're pretty good at looking at things from a business point of view. What do you think that they could do to ruffle some feathers but get them a win?
I think a quieter win that's been happening, and I think this is where a lot of what's happening. You see things getting expensive. I think behind the scenes they're working on some solution for the cloud. Like, be it a free tier with ad support, like GeForce Now has.
But how is that like I'm talking about like what would make people mad, because that's just adding something, that's just adding accessibility, that's going to make people mad that we're never going to use it, right? I'm talking about something that we maybe use right now that might be, you know, taken away, or
Oh, what
something
might
that
be taken
we're
away?
like comfortable with now that might differ.
Um, I see. Depending on the numbers, I see PC Game Pass going away.
That'd be something.
I see PC Game Pass being potentially the one that go away.
Why, if they're going to make everything like a PC?
Because they still have Ultimate, they still have Premium.
Oh, like just making instead of you only getting PC Game Pass, you have to pay for one of Ultimate or Premium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. You think they're gonna like Ray Cheese in the chat talking about taking away rewards?
I don't think they're taking away. I think what's gonna happen is they're probably gonna make, because it's really the only thing that would make people upset is taking away day one games, and taking away day one games as in kind of what Ham said. When Elder Scrolls 6 is getting ready to release, I could see them saying you're gonna have to buy that. Ham also threw out the example of Clockwork Revolution. Clockwork Revolution, I don't think they're going to tell you you're going to have to buy that. I think that is something that can be in Game Pass. It's a brand new IP. It's in Exile's first game in this generation, unless we're counting. No, Wasteland 2 was or 3 was the end of last generation. So yeah, it's their first game this generation. Uh, I think there are things that will be in Game Pass, and there are certain things that won't be. And I think that's the hard decision that she's talking about. And I think I don't know. I think the only reason, I mean, I guess to make more money. Obviously, they're a corporation, to make more money on sales. But like, if you're going to sell it as a or spin it for your customers in a positive light, I suppose the angle would be like, yeah, we're taking away access to insert whatever game here day one, uh, but that does open up the possibility for us to maybe actually focus on making games exclusive. Because what was that one thing they put out? The player voice or whatever, where it was like, if you click on that
Oh,
link,
yeah, the thing that you can like kind of request
vote.
stuff.
Yeah, you can go request stuff and vote, and like the number one thing on there is literally just people asking for exclusives again. And like I'm kind of at the point where it's like I don't personally care. And if you ask me, would I rather have exclusives or games they want on Game Pass? The answer is really easy. It's games they want on Game Pass. But if they're going to get rid of that, the way to spin it would be then, hey, because we're doing this, maybe you will, or don't say maybe, just fucking say you will if you're gonna do that. But like, you'll get more exclusives or whatever thing they're gonna tell you. But I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. I kind of think you're right, Ham. I don't see what the other negative could be. What the other hard choice could be that people, it's going to be a hard pill to swallow for people. I think that's the main thing.
The hard choice is going to be lube it up, spread them. The games are going everywhere.
But
It's tough.
they're already doing that. Like
Yes,
that choice has already been made.
but
It's not
yes,
it's not a
but
hard
Matt,
choice.
no, no, it's a hard choice because she opened the door for feedback, community feedback, and the thing that everyone voted for the most in that. I don't know if it's an open town thing or whatever, but the point is a bunch of Xbox people, thousands of Xbox people went in there and said, "Oh, we want exclusives." Well, it's about to get real hard for y'all. If you guys thought that by Phil leaving, things was going to change, by old manager, welcome new manager, same as the old manager.
Okay.
That
I
Yeah.
I mean, I don't entirely disagree with that. But also it's just that's one of those things like if she comes out and says, "Hey guys, we're not going to do exclusives." If you're someone who's like, "Man, I can't believe they're not doing that." What do you mean they haven't been doing it for like 2 years? What do you mean? Like I get it. The idea was floated. I get it. I understand, but like we weren't in that reality. We haven't been in that reality for a while.
Exclusives are coming back.
Well, but like the thing, I feel like a lot of people are looking for a trade.
Yes.
Right, where it's like I'll trade in my day one on Game Pass as long as you give me something that other people can't have, even though
Which is
that
nuts.
is like an immediate detriment to yourself.
It's a
Like,
huge
Yeah.
detriment to
like you're
myself.
immediately telling yourself, "Hey, I'd rather pay more money to make my next door neighbor pissed."
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
like that's all you're doing. Um, but um, but it's more of like a kind of a they want to remain face of being in the prestige of like PlayStation and all this other stuff. They're not like really doing their own thing, or the people that are asking for this aren't really wanting to do their own thing. They just want something like their neighbor, like, oh, my neighbor got a Corvette, I'm gonna get a fucking Viper. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it really kind of feels like. I mean, they both drive on the road. They both have, transmissions in them. They both got a powerful fucking engine. They do. They both have to abide the street laws, or whatever. Because most of these people that are arguing about this are not professional drivers. You know what I mean? They're just your regular Joe Schmo that has to drive 45 just like everybody else. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Does it-
saying? So I mean, they're arguing more or less for prestige than they're arguing for the consumer. And I guess to put it bluntly, they're arguing for the company more than they're
Yep.
arguing for themselves.
Yep.
Right? And they're
Yeah.
like, rip me off. I just want you to look good, god damn it. Like, just look good.
And that's
Rip
and
me
that's
off.
that's
Like
why
it,
I'm not down with that shit. I'm
and it
so not down with it.
and it is kind of weird. But like from a business standpoint, like, and a lot of these people that are saying I want exclusives act like they work there. Like, oh, if they go exclusives, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna be right there and be like, fuck yeah, man, you helped
I
me
mean,
out.
and
No,
to add to
no,
that,
you
we already see like with like everyone being like, I want my exclusives. Outside of Nintendo, we already see how exclusives sell.
They
Well,
don't. Not that much.
well, with that being said, Cozy, a lot of people are like, I'm gonna sell my Xbox and just get a PlayStation, right? Like,
Do it.
it's that mindset, but it's on our side of the yard this time instead of on, oh, you're leaving Xbox to get a PlayStation to pay for every game.
Yeah.
Like that used to be a bragging point to a lot of people. Oh, you're gonna leave and go over there when I'm just gonna, pay the monthly fee, and I don't even know if I like this game, but I'm gonna see. Now you're saying, hey, I want to be just like them over there. I want to pay $70. And as Loke is saying, they're probably not gonna give up on a lot of these games going to other console or whatnot. There might be some
Man.
exclusives here and there, but it will be
Happenstance.
like if she does, if Asha decides to do exclusives, it's not gonna be exclusives that absolutely everybody's dying for. Just like she's not dumb enough to take Call of Duty away from
Yep.
anybody else, right? She's not gonna do that with Halo going forward. Even though I think that would probably be the one game that you probably should do it with, just because of the IP. But like, if they're not gonna do it with Halo, then what makes you think they're gonna do it with any other massive IP over here? So like, I'm kind of with Loke on the I doubt that freaking happens, even though you got a new manager. What I do think would happen with this new manager is there would be some good things to come out, but like I'm really I'm less worried about the new management and more worried about the people that support the brand.
Yeah.
Because like and it's no different over there on PlayStation. I'm not trying to like make this an Xbox better than PlayStation thing, but like PlayStation, a lot of their players feel that PlayStation is so prestigious. If they raise their prices, it must be for a good reason. That's their
Yes.
first mind thought, is it must be good for a good reason. Not why did they do that? Because the same week that they raised the prices, of PlayStation Plus here recently, you know what the games of the month were? The biggest game, the big game for the month was Star Wars Outlaws. Y'all raised the prices and then gave us that. Y'all made the
Every
decision to
time
raise
I
the price,
see,
and you give us a game that's on Ubisoft Classics on Xbox.
yeah, every time I see a PlayStation game, I'm like, oh, yay, that's a.
Spinning Game Pass.
But let's take it a step further though. PlayStation has a lot of hard times selling their own IP to their own customers. Asha looks at that, sees that happening, looks at the Xbox fan base and says, "Oh, you guys are significantly smaller." Oh, there's like almost 100 million PS5s out. We got like 35, 40 million. You know what I'm saying? And then she turns around and says, "All right, well, we're gonna make this exclusive." And then if that game doesn't pop, I'm just trying to like think from the company standpoint because obviously, I'd want the game to come to Game Pass, but like if
Yeah.
he forces you to pay for it and you don't show up, which let's be honest, a lot of us wouldn't.
That's the thing.
Probably like statistically, as Luke says, past whatever, right? Past performance.
Yeah.
Like we look over just on the other side of the street with PlayStation. Half the time they come out with a game, it is abysmal in sales, and they got 100 million of those joints out there. So I'm just trying to rationalize with this whole exclusive argument while also having a new console that might be $1,000.
Might be. Brother.
So it's just like I'm thinking of all this stuff and it is going from just a sport to a luxury sport. You know what I'm saying? It went from baseball, any old public school got it. Now all of a sudden it's lacrosse. And you got to send your kid across town because that's the only school that does it. You see what I mean? It's like this is getting tougher, and people are asking for things to be more just for us as prices are getting higher. This is just a bad equation. To me, if I was on any board and I listened to the fans and just did what they said, I'd be out of business in a year.
Yep. I think about like the idea. Think of how many studios
I see you,
Xbox
Cozy.
has. And with all the studios that they have, going entirely exclusive. What happens to Double Fine if they go entirely exclusive? For real. Like, what happens to... Oh, Cozy, looks like you're muted. Oh, she panicking.
You're still muted. I mean,
Yeah, you're still muted.
hey, go to your microphone settings. If you don't know what else to do, go to your microphone settings, switch your mic, and then switch it back. That's what I had to do earlier. And I mean in EVMux, in EVMux.
But, like, Double Fine, I mean, like, Obsidian. There's, like, a lot of studios that release, like, pretty quality games that aren't going to sell crazy. And it's like, what happens to those studios if the trade-off is no Game Pass, but it's exclusive? Does that help that studio? Probably not. Probably
I can
hurts the
hear you now,
studio.
Cozy.
Woohoo!
hear you.
Yeah. I would be really upset because like a lot of these people that talk exclusives won't play. Like, because as someone who plays some of the more obscure games, I'm like, a lot of these people that talk exclusives aren't going to support those games, and those are the kind that I live for. I've been playing Kiln. I forgot been playing Kiln. But
Nice.
Is that the pottery game?
yeah,
Yep.
What's that like?
it's a nice little pottery brawler. The matches are quick. You know, you get in, you do your thing, and you customize your pot depending on what you're doing in the match and get out. But that's the kind of game that, you know, is great for Game Pass, great for day one, and not necessarily great for. And when Sony said, at least, also when they said, "Oh, well, we're pulling back on our single player," there was no emphasis on their multiplayer, because I think that's another thing. We live in an age where people aren't going to come to you for your multiplayer experience. They're going to just find something else. So if it's hard poaching people from their established multiplayer anyway, so you have to make sure it's where they are.
That is true.
We gaming.
We gaming. We gaming. Anyone else have anything to add on Asha Sharma? On her statements?
No. We wish her well.
As usual with Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see.
We shall see. Yeah. Dorian Gray, welcome in. Valve makes a game when they feel like it and it works. All right. Well, speaking of Valve,
I'm about to say, let's talk about Valve.
The last piece of news this week is
Oh
not
my
God
God.
damn, look at that price.
It's
Son
not
of a
great.
bitch.
Valve was
Oh.
Valve was like the last one on the hill,
Yeah.
and like they could choose. You know how you like remember that like meme where the guy had two buttons to hit and he was just like
Sweating.
terrified and
Yep.
he's like sweating, and like
Yep.
I feel like that was Valve on like keep things fair or follow the trend, and they didn't use a finger. They fucking smacked that shit. Like
They headbutted it.
like, give me the money.
They fucking
Like,
headbutted
they
it.
went full Jerry Maguire on that shit, right? Show me
Give
the
me all the money.
Like,
No.
bro, that's like a 40% raise in price, dude.
Can I say also, because just a second ago you mentioned the console's probably $1,000. Granted, we were talking about Xbox, but buddy, that Steam machine price is gonna be stupid. Because this is one of two things.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Jesus.
This is one of two
Yeah.
things. This is either them just raising the price to be like, okay, we're gonna get them established with this basically $800, basically $1,000
Yes.
price point, so that when we price our Steam machine at $1,000, then it'll be like, oh,
It'll look like a steal.
It'll be no big deal.
Hey, Matt said that they out at the lake and they got their line and they are fishing.
It's either that or they did this price increase just because they felt like they had to make money on the shit, and the price of the Steam machine is going to be
And they keep
way
selling out.
more than $1,000, which is what I think is the most likely thing. I don't think the Steam machine is going to be $1,000. I think the Steam machine is going to be. We're going to be looking at like $1,200 minimum for that.
What?
Dude.
Form factor.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
Dude, like
What?
I'm thinking
$1,200?
I'm thinking
Dude,
1,500.
and I'm that's what I'm saying. I'm saying at least 1,200. Because
I think 15.
think of
at least.
at least 1,200. I'm talking about the minimum spec Steam machine, the one with like 512 gigabytes or whatever bullshit it has.
That's gonna be 1,200.
Yes.
What?
If a Steam Deck is
what world
$950, if Steam Deck is $950, buddy, that Steam machine, people are not gonna love that price. People will not love that. People will buy it. There will be people who buy it, but it's like Dude, remember when the Steam Machine was announced and Mental was on here saying they should be competitive and price that at $400? That shit is not happening.
Forget it.
That shit is
Forget
Well,
it.
no
yeah,
go.
that's not happening. But like I understand, like I understand as in like I understand, but I ain't fucking with it. But like I understand $800. Like
No.
I'm not
Nope.
fucking with that either at all,
Nope.
right? But like $800 for what that provides to me is insane,
They're not
right?
gonna eat the
Especially seeing
cost.
that I got a Series X and a PS5, I'm all set. Like that sounds nuts. But you're saying, nah, man, add four more. Like no, no,
At
like
least.
don't double it, triple that bit. Like
At
that
least.
is crazy. You're saying a minimum of 12 is what you think for
I
the
would
base version?
I
Like
wouldn't be
what
surprised at
the
all.
fuck can this thing do? What are you talking about right now?
They're gonna
Every
sell it on the fact that it's a computer. They will sell
not
it on the fact that it's a
just
computer.
but not just that it's a computer, but the big thing is they aren't going to eat the costs. So
Yep.
you
Yeah,
have the cost
exactly.
of like the cost of logistics, the build cost, and all of that is going to
Yeah.
be eaten by is also going
Sourcing.
put on the customer.
Sourcing is gonna
Sourcing,
kick their
all of
asses,
that,
man.
and the big problem right now is not that just is every part. All parts are pretty much expensive right now. All parts.
Yep.
Storage. I was just lamenting that I had to get a new USB. And I randomly, Matt was looking for one like a few days later, and I randomly, before a few days earlier, just randomly, I found one super cheap, and I was $10 for 128 gigs of just a flash stick.
This is reminding me of Apple when they came out with that headgear.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I
Pro or
forget.
whatever.
I
The
forget
Apple
what.
Vision Pro or some
Yeah,
shit. I
yeah,
can't remember.
the Vision Pro. It reminds me of that because it was like, man, this device is really cool, but I'll never pay that price.
Nope. Nope.
And it's like I'm not like I don't even hate Apple like that, right? Like I mean, like I've always made fun of Apple because I got Android, I got Samsung, Droid phone, right? So like I've always like gave people shit for it or whatnot, but like Apple TV is like the best fucking way to watch TV. Like using one of those little Apple TV devices, this is the best way to watch TV right now, outside of getting like something like I think it's called like a kaleidoscope or something like that, where like you can like have like raw footage of movies. But like having an Apple TV is really good. The Apple Home products are really freaking good. But when they came out with that Vision Pro, that shit failed.
Quickly.
It
The
failed because it was like $3,200.
the big problem is not just the price, because there is high end VR experiences. The big problem is the Apple Pro came out in a world where a headset to get if you were like, I'm looking for apps
Mm-hmm.
in a standalone headset. And they were never going to be able to overcome that. And then the other problem is it requires people within the Apple ecosystem to have an interest in that technology, and largely people in the
Oof.
Apple ecosystem
They're
don't
siloed off,
have
right?
an interest in, they are. They don't have an interest in that technology. So it was speaking to a market that was already going to be a segment of a segment.
Yeah, but like, do you not feel like this is similar though? Because it's just like you can buy a laptop for $1,000.
It's not a
For
handheld.
two.
You can buy a controller with
It's
the
not the
laptop.
same. You
But
can't just.
but there's a lot of people that are ethical like that. Like fuck that, I'll just get a laptop and get a controller. Like I hear it all the time at work. I hear it all the time. That price? Are you kidding me? No, I'll
I
just
mean,
do
I would
this.
do it.
But what I'm saying is like you can get a laptop. You can get You like you can get a but and you're talking about handhelds, but we're not even talking about that right now. We're talking about the Steam machine, right? So that's why I say you can get a laptop, you can get a PS5, you can get an Xbox Series S or X. Obviously, the Switch is kind of it's a little different because this doesn't have as much third party support. But I just feel like there are several options
The Steam machine.
before you hit $1,200.
The Steam machine is for Steam fanboys. That's what it's for. It's not even going to be
Yeah.
sold. I think that's
I know
something people
it
don't
has
understand.
to be for that. Just like, but to me, that's what the Apple Vision thing was for. It was for fanboys. Nobody in their right mind that's a regular iPhone user was thinking about getting a Vision Pro. They were thinking about maybe booking an appointment to go check it out, but they were not planning on spending $3,200 on that when they have a lot more easier ways to get into a similar situation.
Yeah, so the Steam, what you call it, is just going to be an option, largely for people that are already into Steam and would for free 99 or pay off even to suck Gabe's dick.
Oh my goodness.
We
God
we
damn.
come on. Let's not dance around.
I mean,
We
if you're
know
paying
what it is.
that price, you're
They
were-
you're gawking.
we know what kind of people. Because think about it, the Steam Deck. It's not even going to be sold on a large basis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'll be up living in maybe 15 countries that can purchase it.
But you're going to tell me that 1 terabyte Steam Deck is going to be less than the not portable device.
Yes.
Steam Deck is old technology.
Yep.
Older technology.
It's all tech. Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah, I mean,
less.
you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. The Steam machine is going to be much more powerful than.
And the thing about the Steam, like specifically the Steam Deck, which I've talked about at that price, the Xbox. Granted, prices could change. Microsoft or Asus, I guess, in this case, could raise the price on the Xbox Ally, but currently that's $1,000. And if Steam mattered that much to you, you can just put Steam OS on it and never have to deal with Windows. And it's way more powerful than that. The only thing that has over that is an OLED screen. That's it.
I'm just. My problem right now is I'm failing to understand why this would be. Like, even for a person that likes Steam, like outside of the people that just have money just to throw at things, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, as a logical gamer of any sort, right? Like Cozy, you've mentioned this plenty of times, how a lot of most PC players are cheap, right? Like I just got done listening to somebody that was like, I was watching them play Star Citizen, and they were playing that game, and they're like, I don't understand the frame conversation. If it's 30 FPS, I'm fine with it, as long as it's a single player game. And he is playing on a PC, right? And that kind of validated a lot of what Cozy has said in the past, where like a lot of these people don't care about frames like people think that they do. A lot of these players are cheap. So then, like, my argument back is like, well, then who the fuck is this for?
It's not for that person.
Other than people that have crazy money just to throw at the wall, who is this for?
That's exactly. It's not for that person. It's
Yep.
for people that are already locked in and love them some Daddy Gabe.
Okay.
Like this is going. This is
Okay.
so
Yeah, I get
super
it. I'm done. No more questions.
Yo.
I feel like the lawyer that got to walk away. I'm crumpling up my paper. I'm just throwing that
And
away.
the crazy thing,
niche.
the crazy thing is, not all of them are rich. Like I've seen
Yeah.
some of them. I'm and
You
not
don't
all
have
of them.
to. I guess I worded
Not
that
rich,
wrong,
not
because you
all
don't
of
have to
them.
be rich to buy a pair of Jordans either. But
Not
you
all
can
of
go
them.
broke doing it.
Yeah, there are people who will definitely just love Steam, love what you call it. Like the same people that'll always like, man, I'm looking at a PC handheld, and like the person wants like the best experience, and everyone will be like, just get the Steam Deck, and they're like, well, actually,
Yeah. It's not the best experience. It's pretty
Like
cool.
I
but-
got a lot of heat because I told someone if I got a PC handheld, the GDP win would be the only one that I'd get.
Get a Steam Deck. Yeah, I know it's $950 now. Get a Steam Deck.
That's a PC. That's a nice. You could buy someone's nice used like motherboard with GPU and.
This
RAM
is
built in.
so funny because so me and Cozy have this idea to do at the end of the year, like for $400, each of us build a PC. Between like $400 for her, $400 for me. That's more than double the price of that. Way more than double the price of that.
And some of the stuff we've seen is impressive.
Yes.
Some of the stuff people have been selling
For 400.
Altogether, yes.
Yeah, like we've seen whole PCs under 400.
Yes, you can buy an entire. Go to eBay.com. You can buy an entire PC for like $350. A pretty decent computer.
Yeah, you could
And
probably
make sure it
you can
works
probably
fine.
find like a 3060 for like
Oh.
450.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
3060s, 1080 Ti's. I was looking at 2080 Ti's. Brother, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit.
You actually
There's options.
For this Steam Deck price. You could get a much nicer used laptop. A much.
Yeah.
That'll run more games.
Oh man.
Yep.
Well, when the time comes, I guess I'm just gonna have to do that because I do want to get a Steam Deck, but if I can't get a Steam Deck, then I would like to get a laptop that plays more games because my current laptop, it's not so good.
You might as well wait for the Steam Deck too and see what they price that. Because maybe by the time that comes out,
It's gonna be $2,000.
Exactly.
I'm saying though, but
I
maybe
was
by the
gonna
time
say.
maybe by the time that comes out, prices because there's like everybody or not everybody, but like I keep seeing articles that are like, oh, the RAM shortage. People expect the RAM shortage to go on until 2028. Well, if it actually goes on until 2028 and then it, calms down, then that's probably around the time 2028, 2029 when you probably be looking at a Steam Machine 2 because they keep saying they don't want to do a Steam Machine 2 because there's no meaningful uplift right now. So they're not going to do it.
You know what calming down usually means in corporate though?
The price won't go up again. It doesn't
Yeah, it
mean the
won't
price
go up
won't down.
again.
Okay. Fair
It ain't going down. It just ain't going up any further.
Hopefully, if at least historically with RAM and other computer PC parts, they have when the market stabilizes and the demand drops, they have also dropped.
Yeah.
Because I remember, it's crazy to think about. I remember, was it 2012 or it was some time between 2012 and 2014. I spent a ridiculous amount on RAM.
Yeah.
Well, it's the reason. It's the reason that Samsung and whatever the other company is refuse to make more. Refuse to make more fabricators because it has nothing to do with helping the people out. It has to do with just, let's just find the right price to rip these people off. And then once we know that we can't go any higher, that's where we'll just stop right there, and that will be fine. And then by that time, we'll have produced enough to just maintain that new price from now on.
I think though with like
My camera just died.
if we're talking about RAM specifically, or I guess storage is also affected, but like if we're talking about RAM, because that's what we're talking about, I feel like if we get to the point where they've reached the peak of like what they can charge you or what they feel they can charge you, then all these other prices for everything else, like let's say storage goes down in price, let's say everything else these consoles finally start going down in price. Imagine that fucking world. But like that stuff starts to happen, and RAM, like I don't see a world where RAM doesn't go down in that case, because RAM, I think it was a few years ago. Wasn't RAM up a few years ago? Not like it is now, but it was up a few years ago, like 2021 or 2022. It was like soon after the pandemic. And then it kind of just came back down. It kind of just naturally came back down because people Because people, first of all, you couldn't, or you stopped worrying about scalpers buying it up in bulk and then selling it for stupid prices because there was just no market for it. And then once that happened, yeah, the prices started to come back down again. I think that probably will happen. Is it going to happen soon?
No.
No. But when it happens, I think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to get to that apex and just say, "Hey, this is the new normal for RAM." Because I don't think that's going to work.
I think it helps that so with RAM, it will, especially in the consumer market, it helps that you don't always need new RAM. That's
Yeah.
what really helps because if you don't, a thing you don't always need doesn't have the ability to just be like, well, people are just gonna keep buying a bunch because that's not how it works. You buy what you need, and then the rest just sits.
Yep.
I mean, the worst that happens is like it just delays how much people upgrade their RAM.
I think with the introduction of cloud for a lot of things, that shit ain't gonna go down very much, if it
Oh,
even does.
SSD is crazy right now. I was oh man, all storage, all storage. Like you even like the USB thumb drives. I was like, why are they so expensive? Not just SSDs, even hard drive bits. Even hard
Normal
drive bits.
HDDs, yeah.
This I just had to get another one. And this is an old one because I can't it's like an old RAID. My stuff isn't new. It's like the same old RAID that I have. I just need another hard drive for it. So this is a really old hard drive. And it's just a 1 terabyte. And it was ridiculous. It was like $60.
Oof.
60.
Yeah, $60 for like a 10-year-old HDD.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good
I like that
times.
Rachie just put that up there. That was funny. Still horrible marketing campaign, but I see what he means.
They
And
should've- yeah.
it's just like, god damn. Especially with this like whole Valve Steam Deck thing. That price right in the middle of the screen, it just pisses me off. Like just seeing it.
Dude,
It reminds me of that guy's face that was there earlier. Like
like less
it's just hard to look at.
within
Because I
the
have a Steam Deck in the other room, and I mean it ain't an OLED,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
you're gonna tell me that like literally every gaming piece of equipment that I bought this generation went up in
Yes.
value, and it's weird.
It's very
It's
It's
strange.
weird.
wrong.
Like
It's
every
wrong also.
single thing I've bought, I could make a profit off of right now.
Yep.
Like within the last 365 days, you could buy a Steam Deck LCD, granted, 256 gig for $300. Within the last 365 days, you could do that. So,
Not anymore.
Yep.
nope.
You know
Definitely
what's
not.
really crazy?
What's that?
3DS prices.
Oh no. They
How
gone
much
up?
are those?
Depends on what model. The cheapest ones are like around 100. Those are the old models. The newer models are like on the cheap end, like 300.
Gee.
Badly used.
Is that badly used?
Yeah, like the used, scratched up and scuffed up. Like I have like a lot of limited edition ones, and I was looking. I'm like, dang, I could make bank if I sold these.
You
I
should-
literally, yeah, I'm literally sitting on a good chunk of change for all my 3DSs. And I you know, because I would recommend them. Someone wants a small little thing to carry around, cheap little thing. And then I was like, oh, someone's like, have you seen the price of 3DSs? And I was like, oh. I was like, oh.
Oh no. I have a new 3D XL and a 2DS. Well, Rachie is right there with you, Cozy.
Yeah, I have like 13 because every
God
time a
damn.
limited edition one came out, I got it that I wanted. Not all of them, but I have
Sure.
like 13 of limited editions. And one, I have like one of the rarest ones, which is the tiny one, the tiny new one that has the swap.
All right. Well, on that note, we've come to the end of the show. Unfortunately, my camera has died as
God
usual.
bless Valve.
Why?
I don't know.
Why's
I
your
don't know what's
camera die?
happening. My camera goes for about 2 hours and 5 minutes, or 2 hours and 10 minutes, or something like that, and then randomly will just cut out, and then I have to restart the whole PC, and then it'll work again. I don't know what that is.
Fine. That's what that is.
Anyways, we're gonna end the show on this negative note.
Woohoo! Negative
Valve,
Nancy.
yeah, Valve was the prince that was promised, turned into Darth Vader.
Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
Do it, man. Do it.
Nah, I was just wondering, are there any people online just blatantly defending this?
Gabe needs his new yacht.
Oh, let's. You know what?
Man, I
Let's
bet
find
there
out.
are. I bet there are, but man, that'd be a tough look. That'd be a very tough look.
Let's find out, because there's a couple of people in the chat talking about defending Valve, saying that they don't have a choice. Hold on, let me see.
Which is like, sure, I get that, but also it's not my problem, and I'm not defending you for this shit. You're charging me $950 for a Steam Deck. Please suck my dick. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to that.
No, you pay that money and then you suck his.
Yeah, right. If only I could be so lucky. if only I could be so
That
lucky.
was fucking awful.
That was terrible.
Am I wrong?
I don't even like the way you said that. Damn it. Like, you're just like, how about you pay him and then suck his? That sounded just such a bad deal.
I'll pay you for the pleasure, sir.
But that's how people
Okay,
are.
here we go. Someone said, me, when seeing the Steam Deck jump up $300 more for each version, and being the worst handheld power-wise compared to Nintendo Switch 2. Someone replied, not a good comparison. Steam Deck barely sold anything anyways. Wasn't it like 4 to 6 million sales? They can't take the hit like Nintendo. Nintendo is taking a hit, but betting on people buying a lot of their games. Most likely they're losing money on Switch too. So this guy's whole point is they didn't sell many copies, so it's fine for them to increase the price. And what I would say to that is, it's fine for us to not engage.
Yes.
That's what I would say.
He didn't inherently say anything wrong, but also, again, like I said, you're charging me $950 for a Steam Deck. No.
We also don't know how much makes.
What's that? Valve? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, we don't.
Nintendo's a public company and Valve is private.
Okay, so essentially, it's just the news. Like, people are just throwing out the news. No, I don't see many people defending it, honestly.
Which is good. Which is what I would hope to be the case. But I just know that no company.
Oh, here we go. Rock Solid said, "How are people blaming Valve for this? Have you
Because they raised
seen
the price.
the prices of PC parts these days?" Matt, go ahead.
Because they raised. How are people blaming this company for raising the price of their product?
Yeah,
That's a good question. How are people doing that? I don't know. It's tough.
it's not like they decided to do it themselves.
Literally 4 days ago, it wasn't that price, and now it's that price. Why are we blaming them? Because it's their fault. They've made the price. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit, at that point, just discontinue the shit at that point, because I don't know.
Hey, go up a little bit. Stop right there. Stop.
Uh-huh.
What do you see?
Is it this guy?
Yes.
You are aware that PS5, Xboxes, and Switches are sold at a loss, with the company making it back later with their margins on game sales. Valve doesn't have that luxury because the Steam Deck is a handheld, open source PC over which Valve has little to no control over
Wow.
after you buy
Yeah,
the console.
yeah.
So
I'm
Wow.
happy my eye caught this one. This is
I,
great.
I mean,
Continue.
I said the last half, but yeah, wow.
also the manufacturing deals Sony on Nintendo have a much larger and on much better terms than Valve with their minuscule production contract. Of course, Valve isn't a perfect company, but acting like the price increase is a market rate hike plus preservation, their margin is disingenuous. So
This guy stinks.
That's
this guy
stupid.
stinks. This guy stinks.
Wow.
Ham, you wanna go first?
No.
Okay,
So,
this guy stinks for several reasons. The first reason being outcome. The first reason being outcome. Listen, Matt doesn't
yep.
care why why the plumbing's all fucked up in his entire neighborhood. He doesn't care. No one cares. Outcome is the most important thing in the human experience. People will lie to you and give you all types of stories, but outcome is all that matters. And the outcome is they want you to pay $1,000 for a motherfucking Steam Deck. That's the outcome.
You,
So so fuck all of this. We don't care. It's video games and it's getting out of control. This is why people will pay $1,000 for a laptop. That's why they'll pay $2,000 for a laptop because it's not just video games. Do you understand? You have to understand value. It's why people will pay $100,000 for a Ferrari. And no one's bitching when you see a Lamborghini with a $200 price tag on it. No one's bitching because that's the value of the thing. The Steam Deck is not, even on its best day, $1,000. It's just not. It's just like when I paid $2,000 for my Xbox or $2,000 for my PlayStation. I did that because I live in a shithole, right? But if I lived in a proper place, I'd pay $500, and I would be bitching if I had to pay a cent over that. So bringing in all this shit is about market and all of this. Okay, so does Steam, right, in exchange, right? Does Steam look at me in Mozambique and be like, oh, poor Loke, he had this situation with the US government, he used to have a stable job, etc., etc. You know what, Loke, you get the Steam Deck for $200, buddy, because we care about your specific scenarios and difficulties that you were going through, Loke. You get to pay $200 for the Steam Deck. Get the
Look,
fuck
look
out of here
want
with
that
this bullshit.
dynamic pricing.
Bro, bro. Why should we care about a bunch of ones and zeros? Because that's what Steam is. It's a bunch of ones and zeros. Fuck them.
because
I was about to show. I was about to end the show, but
Yeah, I mean,
man,
you need. So the thing is, it makes sense because it for reasons and stuff. And I mean, the reality is
for
that
reasons.
the reality is they're just not going to eat the cost. No one wants to eat the cost, so they're just saying, well, y'all pay the cost. And I get that they have like smaller manufacturing deals and they have a smaller market presence. But the other thing is they are the de facto PC storefront, right? They make 70% off of every sale.
because he's gonna kill someone now.
Every sale.
The way she lowered her voice, I want to step back.
And
Like,
took out a blade.
bro, it's like drop the
70%
knife.
off every sale. They're
Drop the knife,
not
Cozy.
some. Oh, sorry. They're not some. They're not some charity case.
Mom and pop shop. The fuck?
No.
But
No.
like the reason that guy stinks,
Oh shit. Let me go back.
the reason
Okay.
that guy stinks, in my opinion, is because I don't like it. Like, I don't like it at all when people act like a company has no control or just doesn't know what they're doing. And with him saying like, "Oh well, Valve has little control over the console after you buy it," they do updates for it, you idiots. They got complete control over what you can do on that
Come
thing.
on,
They
man.
can immediately shut down things or shut down capabilities of the device. And you're just kind of like stuck in the mud. To act like this, to act like that, this, like, I just don't like it when people act like a company is just oblivious. They they don't know what they are doing. They just had to do it. They had to do it for things that make it's just more marketing condition jargon, man. It really is, in my opinion. Like, there's no way that they just are just like, yo, we're gonna like Mental has said this so many times. He said this about the Series X. He said this about the PlayStations. He said this. All of this stuff is old technology at this point.
Yeah.
And to add a $40 tax to it
Come on.
is nuts. It is just, you somehow beat Nintendo to the punch on raising the price of your console. Think about that for a second. They beat Nintendo to doing it. Nintendo's supposedly raising their price, I think, in like September or something.
Yeah.
Like they said that.
Yeah.
But somehow they stepped in front of Nintendo and said, "Yo, you guys need to pay more for this old device." And like, I 100% hear the guy that had the tweet earlier that you're looking at that said, "Yo, this thing's about to be double the price of a console that's stronger than it."
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
They-
about to be double the price of a Switch. And I don't know, like, I have a feeling the Switch can play Cyberpunk better than the Steam Deck. Just saying.
I don't know about all of that, but sure. The
It
Switch
can.
2, right? Not the Switch.
You know, Switch 2.
The Switch can't
two
play
is
Okay,
Cyberpunk.
okay.
The Switch doesn't.
Okay,
have
the Switch
Cyberpunk.
2. All right. All right. Now
But that's what I'm talking about. The Switch 2
Yeah, yeah.
is $450.
Yeah.
This Steam
Yeah.
Deck's about to be
double.
$950 without a dock. Without a dock. No dock. You gotta buy that separate. The Switch comes with the dock. And you know, the little controller pieces that you can put it onto. And I had never thought that I'd be sitting here saying how much of a better deal Nintendo is than Valve. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's
It is
crazy to
crazy.
me to think about. I'm sitting here saying why you should get a Nintendo. When's the last time I did that?
Fun time.
It's a
Fun
while
time to be
ago.
alive.
Wow. Because the whole thing when the Steam Deck came out, the whole thing was this thing eats a regular Switch for breakfast, man. This thing destroys the Switch. I could just play the Switch games on here. Oh, it's a better deal.
For $400.
Yeah, it'll play it. It'll play all those games at 60 FPS, and it's, you know, it's almost the same price as a regular Switch back at that point. Remember, because
yeah.
the regular Switch was like $300. Matt just got done telling you could buy a 512 LCD for $299. So it's just, that was a great deal.
Once upon
But
a
now we're
time.
here. Now we're
Yeah.
here. And it's getting beat by the original Switch's big brother. And the biggest and the excuse is you are aware that Xbox, PlayStation, and Switches sell at a loss. Well, what the fuck was Steam doing with the Steam Deck the first time?
You think they were making a profit? I don't think so.
You see what I'm saying? Though, like, what were they doing the first time around when they sold it? Because it was way newer back then.
And my point to that, Ham, is I don't care what they were doing the first time. When you're in line and you're putting in your credit or debit card details, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is how much money is about to leave your account in exchange for this thing. And there's no universe where $1,000 for a Steam Deck, for the Steam Deck one before the second one comes up, there's no universe where that makes sense. That's what I'm saying. And Raichi put the icing on the cake here. Said soon everyone will play on their phone anyway. Let me tell you something, Ham. This is the type of shit I'm now sitting there thinking, you know what? Those Razer phones, like, I need an upgrade. I can see myself getting a Razer phone. With the way things are going, it wouldn't be terrible. I'll just get a Razer phone. I'll install Steam on the Razer phone. I'll play my games on the phone. Even if it costs me, what, 1,000, 1,500 for a gaming phone, fine. I'll just do that. Thank you, Raichi. We miss him. Raichi says a moment of silence for Tai, who is not here to defend the corporals. I'm gonna holler at him. I'm sure tomorrow. I'm sure he's gonna be down to defend the corporation.
That's too bad.
Loke isn't on the screen, but I can hear how big his head is. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. I smashed up, Reggie. Dairies, he smashed the like button. Yo, dude, I saw that as well from Oh No, It's Alex. I still haven't watched this video, but I saw a video from Oh No, It's Alex. It looks like he's about to start trashing Valve, and I'm down with it. He's always been consistent about, being honest about the thing that's in front of him. The S26 Ultra is better than a Steam Deck. Is that true? Ham, Matt, you guys are more into like the technical
I
aspects.
don't even know what the hell an S26 Ultra is.
Well, it's
a
the
Samsung.
new phone. It's the new Samsung phone. I mean,
Is it better than a Steam Deck, Ham?
I wouldn't.
Different purposes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just not the same.
It's like comparing apples to sweet potatoes.
No, because I'm
It
thinking I
kinda
could buy
is,
one of those
because
backbone thingies.
it kind of is, because one's running via GPU and CPU and everything, and the other one's just like an NPU inside of it. So it's just like two totally different systems. It's just not the same thing.
Okay, but I'm not talking about the internals, Ham. I'm talking about performance-wise. If I buy an S26 Ultra, install Steam, install I don't know, Cyberpunk, it'll work
That's not
just
like,
as fine.
no.
You can't do that.
No.
That's not a thing.
But we're comparing, like, I don't know. I feel like we're comparing like a race car versus like a parachute.
Look, you can't install you can't install Steam
What?
on your phone and then install Steam games to your phone.
I can't do that.
No, you can't do
No.
First of all, phones don't even have that much storage.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, cards, right? You can get the external cards.
you could, but that also doesn't mean that you can now download Steam. You can't do that. It's not a thing.
Oh,
Your phone can't play as
so I'm
game
stuck.
off
I'm
of
stuck
Steam.
still having to get a fucking Steam Deck or something like that.
Yeah,
You need
Richie
a
says he
device.
does.
yeah. You need a device. That isn't a phone.
Reggie says he does.
What's
I
that?
played Dirt 3 on my phone.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, you can play games on your phone, but they have to be made for your phone.
exactly.
Or an emulator that is made for your phone.
I don't want to
Yep.
play emulators.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be an emulator. Then it has to run through something that can, that can decode it and then tell whatever controls that you set to. In other words, you're gonna have to be a fucking Mr. Gadget. Like you're gonna have to know what the fuck you're doing to do that type of shit. It's not something that you'll just download and be like, "Hey, look, I'm playing."
Not at all.
I mean, there's an. I mean, to be honest, sometimes with Steam games, when you download certain games, you have to do that type of shit on. You have to set the controls and everything, and some games just won't work. So if we're talking about that versus the cell phone, you got a lot more work to do
It's an
than you would on your
architecture
Steam Deck.
limitation. It's like an architecture limitation. So the processor the mobile processor is that they use, the ARM processor, is just still not there yet as far as like software that translates it into running like a 84 like 64-bit processors.
All right. Well, you learn something new every
It'll
day.
happen. It'll happen
I didn't
within
know that
our
was a thing.
lifetime.
Not in our lifetime or within our
No,
lifetime?
it'll happen within our time. It'll probably happen within the next 10 years.
Fuck.
There you
Like
go.
I'm hoping for that because as soon as that happens, I don't need a handheld for anything. I'm just gonna buy a fucking powerful phone and it'll be fine. The Steam VR headset will have old Snapdragon and will run native Steam games. All right. Do you guys want to see more of these reactions to the Steam Deck news, or y'all are good?
We're good.
I'm good.
I'm all set, bud.
All right.
I don't need any more of this of people defend like, and it's scarce, right? So like, I don't want to sit here and just like sift through the
Yeah.
rare idiot that thinks that this is cool.
Most people are reasonable.
Which is nice.
In this case, most people are reasonable, or actually,
Yeah.
just most people usually are, because a lot of people that are unreasonable just won't say anything.
Yeah. All right, Ham, take us out, brother.
Yeah, sure. So Loke will have his face back here next Thursday. Until then,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to deal with his big head through audio. But outside of that, Matt Cozy, let them know where they can find you guys.
You find me on YouTube, Matt Likes Games, and then you can find me on the Game Drain every now and then. I'm working on something for that, but maybe it'll be out next week. I'll have it out next week. But yeah, Game Drain and Matt Likes Games on YouTube. That's where you can find me. And then here every Thursday for this show with these folks.
I like that Matt was like, he was like, Matt right there was just like, ladies first, my ass, chivalry.
Wait, you said Matt,
2026,
you said
motherfucker.
Matt and go. You said Matt.
I heard
and
Matt's
then
name first, so I assumed.
Exactly.
I'm poking. But anyways, go ahead.
You can find me here on Thursdays, and then on Fridays you can find me getting wasted with Wise, and then you also can be able to find my most recently Outer Worlds 2 video on the Game Drain in a bit,
Nice.
as soon as I get it edited.
Good stuff.
Soon, coming soon.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. I appreciate it. All the people in the chat, you guys are always awesome. Thank you so much. Hopefully, Cozy stays safe with that knife. She keeps putting it on her lip. I don't know what the
Keeps
fuck
whipping
is
that
going
blade
on
out.
over there. It sounds, or it doesn't sound. It looks dangerous, so I don't like it. But anyways, we'll see you guys next Thursday. Y'all have a good rest of your week and good weekend. This is your boy Ham Solo signing out from TSWS Gaming, letting you know to keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace.
See you.